Jake.
Tonight's homecoming game between the Bullitt County Hornets and the Tallassee Tigers. We greet the returning class of 2001. The class is being led out tonight by Class President Amanda Pridgeon, Vice President Jennifer Crane, Treasurer Kelly Mann, and Secretary Heidi Love.
We return. J.E. Hotterrod Stadium. It's homecoming. The class of 2001 being honored and recognized for their 20th reunion here tonight as they cross the field at J.E. Hotterrod Stadium. And about to be introduced to the spirit representatives from each of the classes at THS. And then the homecoming court will be introduced and the crowning of
Balloons
homecoming
are being
queen.
Released in memory of 3 classmates from the class of 2001. Jamie Blakely, Emily Moore, and Marquetta Gant. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2001. As the Pride of Tallassee plays I'll Be There, we recognize our class representatives. Representing the freshman class, Brady Mason, escorted by Katie Bridgman. Also from the freshman class, Macy Stewart, escorted by Canyon Moyers. Representing the sophomore class, Marley Stewart, escorted by Brody Goodman. Also representing the sophomore class, Braden Swiker, escorted by Haley Baker. Representing the junior class, Alex Coker, escorted by Jacob Ingram. Also representing the junior class, Jake Miller, escorted by Hannah McLean. Representing the senior class, Reagan Goff, escorted by Cash Goff. Also representing the senior class, Sarah Redden, escorted by Travis Thorne. Ladies and gentlemen, our class representatives. And now we introduce our homecoming court. Talia Adams, escorted by Corey Williams. Libby Bridgman, escorted by Stephen Bridgman. Margaret Ann Burnham, escorted by Toby Burnham. Emma Kate Holly, escorted by John Holly. Lexi Love, escorted by Pat Love. And now the principal of Tallassee High School, Mr. Chet Stewart, will crown Queen of Homecoming for 2020, Emma Kate Holly. Again, our homecoming queen for 2020, Emma Kate Holly.
Congratulations to Emma Kate. As you just heard, Jerry Cunningham, our public address announcer, crowning of Emma Kate Holly, Queen of Homecoming for 2020. She'll get to do this 20 years later when she comes back for her reunion.
And you know, this is
Please stand as the pride of
class is doing the
Tallassee
same.
plays
it will be on
the
everyone's.
Tallassee High
Everyone
School
will remember
alma
this
mater,
because it's
followed by a moment of silence.
Yeah.
The
2020.
Pledge of Allegiance.
We
and
will take a
our
break. We'll
national
come back.
anthem.
More of the CB&S Bank Countdown to Kickoff coming up on WTLS. we return here to J.I. Bryan Stadium, and Emma Kate Holly once again crowned queen of homecoming. And Brad Davis down with the queen. Emma Kate, Brad, take it away.
Yeah, we're fixing to be on the radio, Emma Kate. We're just coming back live. I know this week's been emotional. I know the last couple of weeks have been emotional. Just what does it mean to you guys to actually get to do this on the field tonight?
I'm just so thankful to be able that we have been able to do this, and I'm so blessed, and I just love all my friends and family, and I'm so thankful that our school system has worked for us to be able to do this, and I'm just so blessed.
Absolutely. We'll go enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
Right, back to you guys.
Boy, it's got to be great, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You know, she's loving it, and all the court should be happy. But I know they're happy for Emma Kate as well. But to be a part of it, you know, it's a great thing here. And so fortunate that we got to do it here in 2020. All the hurdles we had to get through tonight, I tell you, there have been a bunch of them. And hats off to everybody involved to make this come together. A pretty good crowd here from the Tallassee side. They've filled up a good portion of the bleacher seating there. Some social distancing. There's a lot of social distancing here on this Bullitt County side. I don't see anybody within 50 foot of another guy. So let's see. I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 fans have arrived from Bullitt County, but they've got about 11 more minutes to come. You know, they may be the fashionably late type. That's what Dodger fans do. Congratulations to the Dodgers. They did win the World Series.
Yay.
All right, we'll come back. We got a lot more to cover as we are getting close to kickoff. Tallassee, Bullitt County. It's coming up here on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum. It's tough to do it when you got to do it yourself. I keep forgetting now there's nobody there to push the buttons for me. I better do it myself. Be less dead air. Back to you, Jimmy, in the studio. No low contendre. As they would say, no contest. Eli Gold. No low contendre. Still getting a little bit of a hum from something, but I don't know what it's coming from. I don't want to mess with that. I'm just going to live it. Looking at some other games being played on a light night in football across the region, high school football-wise. Reeltown playing at Hopeful tonight to wrap up the Rebels season. They're missing the playoffs for the first time since 2007. Jemison and Elmore County and Eclectic, it'll be the final game for the Panthers. They also missed out on the postseason. Booker T. Washington at Pike Road. Greenville is at Carver. It's Smith Station at Stanhope Elmore and Millbrook. Bob Jones at Prattville. I mentioned it was a light night, not a lot happening. A couple of games played prior to today, at least one last night at Montgomery, and it was Montgomery Academy finishing its perfect regular season. They won 31-7 over Alabama Christian. Jeff Davis and Park Crossing played today at noon in Montgomery, and Jeff Davis won it 30-29.
So they beat Park Crossing.
They did. You know, the game of the night last night was Spain Park beating Hewitt Trustful 63-62.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The highest scoring game of the season. Of course, Tallassee Bullitt County coming up here on WTLS. We're going to take one more time out, and when we return, we'll get the coin toss. Plenty more coming up as we continue. Tallassee Tigers football on 1300 WTLS, 106.5 FM.
Number 32.
Captains coming out to the middle of the field for Bullitt County. Bryant Grant representing the Hornets. Tallassee represented by Mason Bell. Injured his hand, broke his hand last week, but coming out in street clothes, a senior for the Tigers.
Do so in a manner to make them proud, all right? Any questions? You're going to call the toss. That's a head. That's tail. That's a head. That's tail. What are you going to call, big man? What did he say?
Brian Johnson.
All right.
Number 88, Thomas Biles.
It is heads. You won the toss.
The Hornets have won the toss.
Bullitt County's won the toss. They'll receive.
All right, and we're looking to see where they face. They'll defend. Bullitt County will defend the north goal as Tallassee will kick and defend the south. So there you have it. Bullitt County get the ball to start this game. We're just about ready to get it going. This has been the CB&S Bank Countdown to Kickoff. Tallassee versus Bullitt County. Homecoming. It's coming up next here from 1300 WTLS and 106.5 FM.
What is the... I mean, what's the deal? Look at his pants. They wear biking shorts. They don't wear football pants anymore.
I know.
I thought there was a rule you had to have covering over your knee.
Not anymore, as they pull them up. And it may be that they're supposed to.
Here are the Tigers.
Oh, they could have come through the gate. Oh, man.
Turn your mic up. I can barely hear you. Yeah. Yes. We're ready. Yeah. Again, Tallassee will be kicking off, Bullitt County receiving. Looking at some of the notes for tonight's game. Again, homecoming rescheduled for tonight. It was originally scheduled for the 16th. Moved to this, which is Tallassee's last game of the season. It is the last game as well for Bullitt County in a non-counting game. Tallassee 7-1 in homecoming games under Mike Battles. They won last year over Rehoboth 21-6. The 2000 club, which the seniors from 01 that year, which are here tonight on their 20th reunion for homecoming, won against St. James in what was their best game of that season under head coach Jared Jones, 26-7. Bullitt County 4-5. Tallassee is going to finish 3-7 with a forfeit, which was originally scheduled for Carroll. And they're 5-0-1 in this series. So this is the 7th meeting. The last 2 meetings were when Coach Mike Battles had just taken over at Tallassee, winning 56-6 in 13 and 63-0 in 2012. And Charlie Winchester, former Tallassee assistant, was the head coach at Bullitt County during that span. 9th year at Tallassee for Mike Battles, 62-37, 24th overall, 179-92. First year for Sheldon Ward here at Bullitt County. He's 4-5 as a head coach. Well, we got the green light. We're ready to go. Tigers in the purple jerseys with gold pants, white numerals. It's white with gold pants for Bullitt County. Clay Johnson puts his toe into it, and it'll squib down inside the 30. Picked up coming down left side across the 35 as Brandon Perry on the return. He will bring it out to the 37 where he's hit out of bounds. And that's where we get started. I want to mention Mason Bell again. He is the senior captain for Tallassee. Of course, all the captains came out. He was the only one that could go out for the coin toss. But bad break last week, no pun intended, with a broken hand in that loss to Clay Central 33-0. He is not playing tonight, but at least he's here being represented as one of our captains.
Yeah, we're certainly praying for a speedy recovery for Mason Bell because he does have wrestling season coming up, and I know he loves to wrestle. And so praying that we'll get him back by mid-year. And so praying for him and his family and take good care of that hand. And looks like we got a timeout already, Mike.
Timeout assessed against the Hornets. Their first
Alabama Christian beat Bullitt County last week 32-14. And again, they thought it was their final game of the year. It knocked them out of the playoffs. They ended in a 4-way tie for 4th place in their region, their 4A club. They kind of got a bit of a reprieve. I know they want to come out and show that, they can go out on a high note, as we talked about we were trying to do. So they're here tonight, kind of one of those last-minute calls they were accepting. Coach Battles talked about why Tallassee and Bullitt County are playing. He said, we tried a lot of avenues, ended up calling Notasulga, and they couldn't do it. And then they said, Bullitt County's interested, and that's how it happened. Just a networking opportunity that turned out to be a way for us to play this game tonight. Otherwise, our season would be over too. So here we go after Bullitt County calls, as you mentioned, the first time out on the first play. And here is the first play from scrimmage, and it's a swing pass out on the right side. Going to be a gain up to the 39 for a couple of yards. The pass from the quarterback, Robert Williams, out on the right flank, picks up only a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, number 22, Drake Bonner, makes that tackle right there, and he's the linebacker filling in for Mason Bell. He's where Mason Bell normally will be playing tonight, so it's a good start for Drake Bonner tonight. And certainly I know on that tackle he's probably thinking about his teammate.
And we have a number on the roster that's obviously not on the roster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The guy that made the catch, number 14. We'll see if we can get his name to match.
Right.
On 2nd down, a read play. The quarterback will keep it. Robert Williams will be up close to the first down. It'll be 3rd down and probably about a yard to go.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that, Tallassee is certainly going to have to be ready for because Bullitt County is going to be super athletic and super fast. And so that was just a basic read option play right there. Hit us right up the middle. And it brings up, like you said, Michael, like 3rd down and 1 from this angle over here where we're at.
And they're on their own 45-yard line. Need to reach the 40, close to the 47. It's a long yard, maybe almost 2. Pistol set. And quarterback keeper, first down. A lot of room to move across midfield. 45, and Marciano Smith will pick him up. Take him down at the 43 of Tallassee. Robert Williams, as a junior, he's 5'10", 204. Pretty big guy. playing the position. But Marciano gave him all he had right there.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing about Marciano playing this cornerback spot over here on the right side. When he will hit you. I know he's a running back, and a lot of times maybe running backs are not really considered a guy that's going to want to hit you and hit you hard. But Marciano plays defense extremely hard.
All right, I think we got a name. Dominic Graves? Is that what it was?
Graves, yes.
Gotcha. All right, that's 14. So we'll make that note in our roster right now. First down for Bullock County now on the Tallassee side of the field. Looking to throw. Graves makes the catch. So good timing there to at least get his name. He'll be taken down immediately as he got inside the 40 to the 38, a gain of 5 yards. Tackle made by Xavier Carr.
4-yard gain, second down, 6.
This team is not what you're used to with Bullock County. They've had some struggles over the years. They've started winning some football games the last few years. And you know, it's a nice thing to see because I tell you, it's tough to go through losing spells, and they had been some long streaks. They had never been to the postseason up until last year, ever. And they finally made the playoffs. Just missed it this year. Pistol set. Run right up the middle, some room to go, and all the way down to 30. The ball came out, but they blew it dead on the run play there by Jamarcus Foster. It will be enough for the first down. They marked it down at the 30 of Tallassee. So Bullock County, a nice opening drive as they inch their way towards the red zone.
Yeah, Michael, you brought up a good point that Bullock County certainly has gotten a lot better over the last couple of years, and they were actually in a 4-way tie this year to go back to the playoffs and lost out on the tiebreaker. So they had another good year for them this year, better than what they normally do. And so, you know, we can't just come out here and sleepwalk through this game tonight.
Last game for these seniors tonight. Here's a pass down the left side, and receiver just got turned around. Marciano Smith was in coverage. It was intended for Joshua Nobles, and it'll be second down and 10.
And Marciano had good coverage right there, number 21 for the Tallassee Tigers, and he was right on his hip pocket the whole time. And like I said, the receiver right there for them kind of got turned around, Joshua Nobles, and basically the ball just got over him before he had time to readjust, and he overthrew him by a few yards.
Quarterback's a big guy. He can move, too.
He can.
Yeah, over 200 we mentioned.
Yeah, 204, I think is what the roster has him at.
Pistol formation. Williams dropped it. He has to go back on top of it. Lost a yard. He did recover his own turnover or fumble, and then it's not a turnover. It'll be third down and 11. That one, I don't know if it caught him off guard or what, but he did go back on top of it.
Third down, 11.
Maybe got there a little quicker than you thought since it was in that pistol, not your regular shotgun. A little closer to center. Third down, 11 yards to go from the Tallassee 31.
This is a big third down early in this game, Michael. You know, we need to kind of shift the momentum right here and get a big stop, and because I think they're going to be out of field goal range right here, so that you certainly know it's 4-down territory.
Rolling left is Williams. Looking to pass. He will throw it. It will be caught. It will be a first down. A little late. Tackle out of bounds. No call there, but first down, that moves the chains. And a big 3rd and 11 conversion by the Hornets. Pass to Grant, one of their captains.
Yeah, that was just a nice route. Basically, he ran a corner route right there. He found his sticks, cut it off, and ran a corner route over here to the sideline. And good job by their quarterback, number 8, Robert Williams.
Moved him into the red zone.
Yes.
Now at the 18 of Tallassee, 1st and 10. Williams is in the pistol again. Foster behind him. And it will be a keeper by Williams. Running right. Got some room out there. Tried to turn around and go backwards, as Xavier Carr was telling him. He got to the 13. Let's see where they marked it. Looks like that's where it'll be. A 5-yard pickup on first down. I think he thought he might outrun Xavier, but not many people are going to outrun Xavier.
And we talk about that all the time about Xavier. He's got that deceptive speed. He doesn't look like he's running as fast as he is, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's way ahead of everybody. And I think their quarterback, Robert, thought he could outrun him.
He should have just dove forward.
Yeah.
He probably would have picked up a couple more yards. He tried to juke him.
Xavier was not having any of that.
Second down and 5 from the Tallassee 13. Williams with Foster to his left now and a pistol set again. And they got movement up front too quick. It's going to be a procedure against the offense. So take away the 5 he gained, that'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, right here, they were just basically going to take a 3-step drop and hit that, basically that old pass pattern that Steve Spurrier made famous on the goal line, that inside receiver slant to the inside.
Yep.
Pulling your coat up there, Mike. You're getting a little chilly.
It is a little cool here tonight. We mentioned that.
First time I had to put on a long sleeve shirt all year long.
That is true. 2nd down and 10. It's now 57. We knew it was going to drop into the 50s when this thing got started, and it is. Williams, look at the pass. Throws. There's all kinds of contact, and there's going to be a penalty flag. There's 3 flags on the field. Let's see what it's all about.
Should have been a hole back here, and we're going to miss this one. But we're going to get hit for a penalty down here, it looks like.
Well, there's one at the line of scrimmage over here on the sideline. There's one in the end zone, too. We'll see. Maybe a couple of infractions on that play. Still awaiting the white hat.
Got to get it all worked out.
An eligible man downfield against Bullock County and pass interference against Tallassee. I didn't know if they were going to call it, but there was a lot of contact, and I thought it could have been incidental down there towards the goal line.
Define your definition of incidental.
Well, there was 4 guys together. It looked like they all got mixed up.
Oh.
So that's offsetting, and we'll do 2nd down again. So 2nd down and 10.
I'm going to go ahead and say their left tackle's a good-sized young man, 6'2", 320.
He's a big man. Trying to out-quick him on the outside.
He's
looking to throw inside slant. Nice grab and down at the 3. It'll be 1st down and goal. Bryant Grant. If he'd kept his feet, he would have scored a touchdown. So Bullock County is knocking on the door at the Tigers' 3. 1st down and goal to go.
You know, that's the same play they were actually going to run from the other side a while ago, but they were trying to hit number 14 for them, which Dominique Graves, we got his number finally, but they made it, they made it work on this side of the field this go around, and a good pass to Bryant Grant.
Williams, Foster behind him. Williams will keep. He'll go up the middle. He'll get to the 2, the 1, and be taken down there. He could not quite get across. The Tigers stood him up, but he's very close to the goal line. 2nd down, goal to go.
He's about as close as you can get without falling in. I mean, he literally fell right along the stripe of the goal line. He's, what, 6 inches?
Yeah.
What it looks like
from
up here?
He's right on it. I'm going to tell you guys, that's a big interior line and quarterback right there. It's I think maybe we'll wear them down, but they're pushing on us right now.
2nd down, quarterback sneak. Williams goes straight ahead, goes into the end zone, and he gets the call. Touchdown. Bullock County has scored first. Six nothing. They take the opening drive and score. 70 yards, so you'll see the extra point try coming up.
Looks like the quarterback might be the kicker too, Michael.
He's bringing in the tee. Grant will hold and Williams will kick it. He's a straight-on kicker.
Kicking for the Hornets, number 8, Williams. Holding is 1.
Good snap and hold. The kick's up, and the kick is no good. He missed it wide to the right. So Bullock County's on the board first. Opening drive. Touchdown scoring drive. 6-0. Hornets on top. Tallassee Tigers football from 1300 WTLS and 106.5 FM.
That was an impressive drive, to be honest with you.
I agree.
Uh-huh. Their offensive line's big.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they got a 320 young man, a 311.
55, 53, 52, 62. They're all big.
Yeah, they got some good-sized young men on that offensive line. And that guy that's 6'2", 320, their left tackle, he moves pretty good for a big guy.
Thanks for checking, though.
Kicking for the Hornets, number 10, Jalen Sellers. Deep for the Tigers, number 21, Marshawn Smith.
Oh, run into his own guy. Come on, Bender.
Kick is
Yeah.
returned by number 26, James Bender.
James Bender on the return for Tallassee. A nice return out to the 38-yard line. The Tigers' first offensive possession of the night as they trail 6-0 here on homecoming. Emma Kate Holly crowned homecoming queen before the game tonight.
Yeah, congrats to her.
Good crowd here for our final game of the season. See the Tallassee offense. These final games, these final minutes here, winding down for these seniors in their high school football careers. And I want to say thanks to Tiger Nation for handling the video for us tonight. We're on Tallassee Times TV through YouTube. Check us out. You can follow, subscribe there on YouTube, Tallassee Times TV. First play from scrimmage is a running play with Jalen Daniels going left. Makes a couple of guys miss. He's into the midfield and now into Bullitt County territory. A big run inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, good hard run right there by Jalen Daniels, and they kind of run a play that we've not seen before. Actually, Tyler and Jalen lined up in the backfield, and you would have thought Tyler would have got the snap as being the quarterback, but they snapped it to Jalen, and Tyler actually led the block for Jalen in the hole right there to spring him free for a big gain. Good
This
play.
time it is Ellis all by himself in a shotgun. Brings Daniels in motion. He'll fake to him and take it himself, and Tyler makes a nice move into the secondary. He goes inside the 30, another first down run for the Tigers down at the 24 of Bullitt County. So the Tigers, 2 quick plays and already knocking on the door for their score, hopefully.
Yeah, I like what I see so far, Michael. We're getting a good push up front, and so that's good to see out of our offensive line on their defensive line, and we just need to keep doing that. We need to keep leaning on them and try to wear them down right here.
Pistol formation this time for Ellis. Play action pass left side. It's caught by Holloway. He'll take it inside the 20 and get down to the 16-yard line.
You know, it's good to see Ziggy out there. He's been playing all year long. Number 16 for Tallassee. You got to remember, he is a freshman starting on the offensive side of the football.
Right.
And this young man's only going to get better and better and better over the years.
Second down. He picked up 5. Handoff. Right side, Daniels trying to get outside, gets it around the first man, inside the 10, the second man takes it in for a touchdown. Jalen Daniels with the Tallassee score. They held him down a little bit last week. We had very little success against Clay Central, but a nice start tonight for the Tigers as they get on the scoreboard and tied at 6.
And we just mentioned Ziggy on the other play. He was on the other side of the field. He was on the left side of the field a while ago. He split out wide right. He took his cornerback and basically shoved him to the inside to seal off that block right there for Jalen to get around the corner to spring him for a touchdown. So 2 big plays by a freshman right there for a huge pickup. Good job, Jalen Daniels, on the run.
16-yard run for the score. Here's the extra point try coming from Clay Johnson. The hold from Goff, the kicks up, and it's right through the middle of the uprights. Good. He is 19 for 19 on point after tries this year. Perfect on the season. 7-6 Tallassee leads. 3:26 to go in the first quarter. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Oh, we've been singing his praises all year, man. He's good. And he don't. The thing about him too is he don't get a big start. He's got like a 3-step start. That's it.
Kicking for the Tigers, number 24, Clay Johnson. Deep for the Hornets, number 1, Graham, number 2, Perry.
7-6, Tallassee now leads. Both teams scoring their opening drives. 3:26 to go in this first quarter of play. Johnson kicks. Squibber, it's on the ground, a live ball. It is covered up at the 26 by Trayvon Palmer.
He might want to get a little quicker on that cover there, Michael.
Yeah.
We almost covered that ball.
Now they got 2 number 3s on here.
Oh, they do?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
well.
do.
Oh, okay. Well, just take a guess at which one. One of them's 6'2" and one of them's 5'7".
Yeah, we should be able to figure it
They
out.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the 6'2 version, Palmer, so we got lucky on that. First and 10, Bullitt County took its opening drive the distance for a score. Tallassee matched it. Ours was a little faster. We scored in shorter amount of time and less plays. They grinded theirs out a little bit, some nice conversions along the way. So here is Williams at quarterback on first down. And he will hand it off to Foster this time. He'll cross the 25 out to about the 27-yard line. Not a lot there, maybe a yard or two.
A 2-yard gain, correction, 3-yard gain, second down 7.
Yeah, they're just hitting us right up the middle, Michael, right now. And so the interior of our defensive line needs to kind of gel together right here and step up and start slowing that down.
Second down play. Williams wants to pass. Pressure coming. Gets away from it. Throws it away. That looked like a grounding type call if they want to give him one.
Yeah.
And they did throw the flag. He just kind of threw it away.
They got 2 on the ground, guys. They got another one here, interior line.
Good
Chop block.
Yeah, it could be a couple of penalties on this play.
While we're sorting out the penalties, one of the things I've noticed, Michael, that they've done here, they brought in Micah Cole, which is one of our bigger defensive linemen, and put him in the interior to try to combat some of their size in the middle.
They call intentional grounding.
Yeah, they got both. They got the intentional grounding and a chop block call against, going against the offense. Now we got to decide which one we want to take.
Well, intentional groundings is
Loss of down, yeah. I'm sure that's the one we'll accept.
That is right. We did the loss of down, intentional grounding.
Yeah, and it showed the declining of the chop block. So the loss of down on the intentional grounding will
10-yard penalty.
make it third down and long. We'll see where they spot it. Back to the 15. And they've got to get out to about the 37-yard line. So 22 yards to go.
Yeah, a bunch.
I don't understand why he did that. It looked like he had some open ground. He could have gotten a few yards.
I'm with you. Thought he maybe just going to run with it, just run it out of bounds if nothing else. Third down and long. Williams, pressure coming. He throws and incomplete. A little high for Grant off his fingertips, and he is unable to hold on. Fourth down, they'll have to punt it.
Yeah, I don't know if they would have got the first down even if he catches the football. Clayton Goff was there on the coverage, and like I said, he sailed the ball a little bit high.
Their receivers run some nice routes.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Goff and Daniels go back to return right around midfield as Grant will be punting. First punt of the night.
Number 3, Daniels. And number 4, Goff.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble. He's going to take off and run with it.
He might get it.
He's got some room in front of him across the 30. Still on his feet, 35, and he's close to the first down. He might have gotten it.
I think he did.
Number 1, Grant on the carry.
See where they spot it down. He needed about the 37, and it looks like he's right on the mark. I think he might have gotten it, though.
Yep,
he did. They say move the chains first down. Just enough to move the chains.
That was a lucky break for them. He fumbled a snap.
Yeah, it was 4th and 22.
And he dropped it. And
hey, you got to realize you're punting the ball, so you're getting a deep snap. He was about around the goal line when he took off, and he picked up a lot of yards, well, what he needed to get the first down. bad break turns into a good one for Bullock County. They're still on offense now. The keeper by Williams, the quarterback, as he tries to shake the first man, Smith. Gets ahead of him for a moment, and then May is there to take him down at the 41, a gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, good play by Will Smith, number 32. One of the seniors on the defense tonight. We don't have a lot of seniors on defense, but he is one of them. He's one of the inside linebackers. Good play to slow that down by Will Smith before he picked up a head of steam.
This is not a senior-laden team. We've talked about this is it for
not.
them. The 12th graders, are moving on to the next sport, and it's graduation year for them, so no more football unless they're going to the next level. But a lot of underclassmen on this squad for the Tigers. Here's second down, about 6 to go, 41-yard line of Bullock County. Williams leaves it in there for a long time, now takes it himself and just fights to get up to the 44. He did a good job to get anything there. He picked up 3. It will be third down and 3 to go.
He's shifty. He's really shifty. Their quarterback for them. Like you said, he was dead to rights. Actually, they had him for a loss, it looked like, and he just found a little crack right there in the seam, and he kind of shimmied and shivered through that crack to pick up a couple of yards to keep from taking a huge loss right there.
Third down, 3 yards to go. This might be the final play of the first quarter. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Williams will take it himself, and Williams will get the first down as he reaches the ball out to midfield. He actually left it on the ground. Burdette got on top of it, but they say he was already down. It's a first down. And that will end this first quarter of play. Tallassee 7, Bullock County 6. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Well, that first quarter went by fast.
That concludes the first quarter of play.
Yeah. Well, you can. Well, I mean, do you want to come and do it or not? If you want to do it, we'll make it work, but that's up to you. Yeah, I'm just saying I'll just fire the break off. Once we get close, you could just leave. Yeah. Right. You got stats?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. After one quarter, Tallassee 7, Bullock County 6.
Quick stats. Bullock County total offense 104, Tallassee 61. Passing for Bullock County 35, Tallassee 7. Rushing 69 for Bullock County, 54 for Tallassee.
One thing Bullock County's doing is ball control. They milked that clock on that first drive. They convert on a fourth down botched punt, and they've got the ball starting out in the second quarter. Both teams have scored on their only drives. This is the second one in progress now for the Hornets. Like a hold right there at the line. They didn't call it.
Wow.
What a center just reached out and grabbed Moore for Tallassee trying to come through. Was it Baker? Yeah, it was Baker, I think, coming through the middle.
Yeah, that's the same hold that I saw a while ago on the other side.
Yeah.
He reached out
well,
and grabbed
you know,
the
the obvious giveaway is when you throw your hands up.
Yeah.
That's an obvious hold.
Well, the great thing about it, he timed the blitz just right. And if he hadn't have held him, he was dead to rights.
Incompletion on the pass, though. Second down and 10. Ball at the midfield stripe. Just underway in the second quarter. Homecoming night here.
The quarterback had a nice pump fake on that, though. He had it kind of like a pump and go over here on the near sideline. So they need to certainly watch for that because they'll probably try to go back to that a little later on in the game.
Whistles. And it's a delay. And we got a play clock here. It had expired. Back it up to the 45. Second down and 15. Williams passing. Throws high. It is intercepted by the Tigers. Left sideline, bringing it back is Jaquavius Lackey. Nobody within 10 yards of him. He'll take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Good play by Lackey right there, number 19, on that interception and that return.
Lackey, the junior, found a gift, took advantage of it. Return of 55 yards, and the Tigers go ahead 13-6.
Yeah, once again, the ball sailed on him, and Lackey was right there waiting on it, and early Christmas present for Mr. Lackey on the pick 6.
Hey guys, lots of for Bullitt County, lots of hands on the hips, breathing hard. You can tell that if we keep pushing on them, they're going to tire. I think our condition's probably going to win out this thing here.
Well, let's see here what happens on this extra point with Johnson. Oh, it's on the ground. They got the snap down, and he got it up, and he put it right through there once again. 14-6, Tigers. 11:40 to go in the first half of play. Tallassee Tigers football from 1300 WTLS and 106.5 FM. It's an 8. Okay.
8-0. Huh.
Kicking for the Tigers, number 24, Johnson.
Yep.
Deep for the Hornets, number 1.
Clay Johnson tees it up on the 40-yard line, kicking off here. 14-6 Tigers. Short kick again. Bobbled, but picked up at the 32, brought across the 35, still on his feet, 40-yard line. 45 out of bounds near midfield and returned by Palmer.
Number 3 should take
A touchdown return on the interception. A pick 6 for Jaquavius Lackey has put Tallassee in front by 8.
number 32, Will
I think
Smith.
that was Pratt. I think that's the other number 3. He looks a little shorter than the other one.
So you think he's you're going with he's the 5'7" guy, not the 6'2" guy there?
I thought
First
it
down
was.
10 for the Hornets
He looked.
at the
He
50.
didn't
We
look.
determined it was Palmer. They got two number 3s in case you folks didn't know.
Yeah,
You know what I think? If that's the guy that just took his helmet off, you're right.
it was.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. I'll switch that over. It's Pratt. They got duplicate numbers, and they don't have enough guys to have duplicate numbers. You know what I'm saying? There's about 40 men on this roster. Could have found another number for him. Here's a running play by Williams. He got to the 50. Good job by
Number 8.
the outside
Williams
end
ball carrier,
for
gain
the
of 1
Tigers.
yard.
That was Jacob Dantro
Second
coming
down.
around to grab him after a gain of just 1 yard.
Stop man
Yeah,
for
that's
number
some of
11,
what
Jacob
Brad was
Dantro.
just talking about a while ago. A lot of guys with their hands on the hip, and our defensive end, number 11 right there, Dantro, just basically beat his man with speed.
That right
And,
there looked like
so-
a busted play, too. Looked like a low snap.
Yeah.
Well, and
the
plus he
quarterback.
struggled with a
Yeah.
snap. Yeah.
Yeah.
2nd and 9. Early into the second quarter. Again, 14-6 Tigers. Rolling left. Williams wants to pass again. Pressure coming. Throws underneath. Incomplete. They were bearing down. Baker was coming,
For number
and it'll be 3rd and 9.
Tierney falls incomplete. Third down.
You know, I was talking about our success in recent years on homecoming. Coach Mike Battles now in his 9th season here, 7-1. Just once have we lost during his span on homecoming, and it came against T.R. Miller back in 2016, 34-27.
Imagine that, our nemesis.
We did beat them the next year on that great comeback win down in Bruton.
Yes, that was a fun game.
But, you know, no matter what happens on the field tonight, we have won homecoming already because the Carroll game will be recorded as a win officially by forfeit. Again, this is no recorded game.
Oh,
Here
good play,
comes the
Will
pressure.
Smith.
The linebacker, Will Smith, blitzes the middle and takes down the quarterback, Williams, in the backfield for a sack.
Yeah, good play by number 32, Will Smith. Now we got a late flag right here. It's going to go against us.
Yeah, some jawing going on between a couple of players.
Dead ball foul.
Yeah, we haven't punting on 4th down. I hope it's not against us. That's one to make you sick right there. That would give them the first down. We'll see how the official, they could do the old offsetting, but we'll find out from the referee.
It might be offsetting.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers.
It's
Dead ball.
offsetting.
It is. As he indicates, against Tallassee and Bullitt County, that'll wipe the penalty off the board against, well, it counts as a penalty, but doesn't count as yardage against either.
Saved by the offsetting penalty, Michael.
4th down from the 45 of Bullitt County. They'll be lining up the punt. They did this last time, though, and you remember what happened? They ended up getting a first down on the 4th and 22 when they couldn't handle it. Grant ran for the first down. Grant, you could hear him screaming to get at the guys on the field as they're down to 10 seconds on the play clock, just kind of leisurely making their way out there. Going to have to hurry, 5 seconds to snap it. And they had everybody moving. There's got to be flags somewhere. They punted it. They didn't throw one.
And I don't know that they had enough men on the field.
Well, they downed it at the 35.
I started counting, and I only got to about 9 when they snapped it, and I didn't have any more to count.
Tallassee will have it at their own 35-yard line.
Look like a couple of those guys were like, are you sure y'all want to punt? I think we ought to go for it, Coach.
Yeah.
Because they were in no kind of hurry to get out there. You're right. And I think one of the linemen there was still standing up when the ball was snapped.
He was.
We got
still
him now.
moving, yeah.
We got to keep punching, keep leaning. We got them where we want them now. I think this drive here before halftime will probably put us in a really good spot.
Well, I think you're right that the wind seems to be out of the sails of the Hornets a little bit. Say jumped out to the 6-0 lead, scoring on their first drive, but the momentum has swung in Tallassee's favor. Touchdown on their opening drive, and they pick 6 by Lackey, and now back on offense with an 8-point advantage. A handoff right side. There goes Daniels. 40-yard line, still on his feet to the sideline, runs out of bounds across the 45 at the 46, right at the first down marker. Looks like he might have enough. We'll see.
Yeah, number 14, Dominic Grays, is the guy that ran him out of bounds. And he was pretty much running step for step with Jalen right there. And it's kind of like a while ago when we had Xavier Carr run their quarterback down. Jalen just couldn't get around him.
Ellis with a running play as he play fakes to Daniels, takes it himself, and not much there as he had a brick wall up front.
Yeah, their defensive line did a really nice job of plugging in that hole right there. And they stopped Tyler before he even got a chance to get going.
He picked up 1, 2nd and 9. Ball at the Tigers' own 48. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. 14-6 Tallassee lead. Notre Dame box, first time we've seen that tonight. Left side run for Daniels. Got a good block on the outside. And then there's a penalty flag. You know, I thought it was a good job on the block by Moore, but I think our outside guy might have had a penalty. And now we got another late flag coming in. It is a hold against Tallassee, but that late flag could be against Bullitt County after the play. We'll see.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
That's interesting. We're getting all of that conversation between some fans and players and coaches on the sideline there because they're right over the top of them.
Man, hey, that's all coaches right there.
Yeah. I like what they're doing there. They're not going to let anybody sit and sulk. And they quickly remedied that situation.
What penalty did they call?
2nd down 3 for the Tigers.
I don't know. I was being so entertained
Well, I think
by
they
the conversation over here.
we lost count, but it was a personal foul or an sportsmanlike penalty after the penalty against Tallassee, which actually benefited us. So they move it to the 47. Bullitt County. Here is Daniels running right, and he is going to be close to the first down now to the 44 of Bullitt County.
Third down, 11-1.
He's just short of the first down. It's third down and less than a yard. Ball at the 44 of the Hornets. Same set. This time it'll be a direct snap, though, to Xavion Carr. He got the first down very easily as he gets down to the 38.
Yeah, I'd like to see Xavion tonight and even Marciano get a little involved in the running game, because we can't forget they're both good runners themselves. I know Jalen's a really good runner, but, you know, we've got Xavion and we got Marciano there. I'd like to see them get a few touches tonight and get a few more touches and see what they can do tonight also.
First down Tigers from the 38. Got a score from the Reeltown Hopeful game. It is 8-0 Rebels up early.
Good job, Rebels.
After a quarter. Play fake, keeper. It's the quarterback. It is Tyler Ellis down close to the 30-yard line. A good gain on first down of about 7 yards.
6-yard gain, second down 4. Stop made by number 3, Jatavius Pratt.
Second down. Got to reach the 27. We're just outside of the 30 here. Running play right side. Marciano Smith. Nice cutbacks. He got the first down.
Yeah.
Keeps his feet moving inside the 20. Still on his feet. Down to about the 16-yard line and finally take it down inside the 50.
Yeah, good play, Marciano, right there. Just kept turning his feet, and then his offensive line got in there with him and kind of helped shove him on down the field, picked up an extra couple of yards. But I'm going to say that probably the ref should have blown the whistle dead.
Well, he never stopped the progress.
A few seconds earlier.
I like it.
Looked like a rugby scrum down here
that's
on
what
the
it
side.
was.
Oh, rugby?
Yeah, that's one of those where I want the ball, give me a shot. And he did not want to go down there. Nice run by Marciano. Here's an end-around handoff to Carr out of the hands of Daniels, and the ball came out late, but I think they had already whistled him down at about the 13-yard line, a gain of about 3.
Boy, and if Xavion does not lose his footing right there, I'm not sure that he don't take that one to the house.
Second down, 7 to go, Tigers.
He was within an eyelash of being gone.
When Jalen comes by me here, I'm going to give him 5, guys. Just watch this.
It's coming that way, huh? And there he goes, right side. Daniels cuts back inside the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. A little bit out of the reach of Brad, but it is a score. Tigers go ahead 20-6.
Brad called out, said they was coming right.
13-yard run for the score. $20 unanswered now for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, number 44, Johnson.
Johnson coming on for the extra point try. Goff will be holding. Got the snap down, kicks up, kick is good.
Point after touchdown.
21-6, Tallassee in front with 5:36 to go in the first half of action. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
I thought for a minute he had hooked that too much.
I did too, man. If he misses, it's going to be Michael's fault.
You jinxed him.
What,
Call
me?
the sheriff.
What, me? I'm going to call the sheriff of Fansfield if he misses one tonight.
Get the boss to come after you.
Boz has been relegated to commercials.
Hey, he's making some jack off of it, though.
Yes,
I'm going to
indeed.
tell you.
Brian
Kicking
Boswell.
for the Tigers, number 24 Johnson, deep for the Hornets, number 1 Grant, number 3 Pratt.
We called a timeout.
Yeah,
We called a timeout.
that's good. Yep. Touchdown for Daniels makes it 21-6 Tigers. A quick timeout taken by
Timeout
Tallassee.
assessed against Tallassee, their first timeout
And
of the half.
you guys have been giving me a hard time because I've been trying to pick up my kicker here. I'm not worried about him missing because he's hit every single one this year. But
Oh,
y'all say
good
I've jinxed
golly.
him. I'm gonna give him some kudos. Clay Johnson is 21-21 on extra points this year, and this is our 100th season of Tallassee football. And I'd be willing to bet, although I don't have all the statistics, that we've never
Here we
had a
go.
kicker go the entire season without missing. I'm not worried about it.
Sports Mojo,
Now,
man.
he did have one that was not converted, but it was on a snap. We never kicked the ball, so that didn't count against him. So every kick that he has kicked off the tee for extra points has been good in
You are
2020.
messing with the sports juju.
Well, sorry, Miss Johnson.
Yes. The sp-
21-6 Tigers, 5:36 to go in the first half.
Quick, earlier on the stats, just a little, the defense has stepped up, and we've actually got Bullitt County under 100 yards now on their total offense.
Yeah, they've gone backwards.
a couple of times.
Johnson to kick. And it will be Grant who brings it back across the 20 to the 25. 27, shifting around, gets to the 30, and down he goes.
Number 1 Grant.
Yeah, number 1 Grant for them. That guy's fast, man.
He is.
He's the one that had that fumble snap on the punt back here and ran it for a bunch of yards. So you got to pay attention to him because he'll break a long run in a heartbeat.
Hey, they've definitely got some players. Him being one of them. In warm-ups, I was watching the guy, and he was one of the captains. He's he's physically put together well as well as he's running the ball and handling the ball and receiving those passes. He's a good-looking ball player. I think they've got some others too. It's just a team that I think we're going to out-discipline tonight if that's something that you can use.
Well, it's 21 straight for the Tigers after Bullitt County scored the first touchdown of the game. And they've not done a lot since. Here's Williams on a running play, got a lot of room, and he tried to cut back and was hit down by Daniels at the 37. He picked up about 8 yards.
Good play by Jalen Daniels, number 3 for the Tallassee Tigers. He's another one. Even though he's a running back, he will come up and hit you. And which you don't always see in high school football, a running back wanting to come up and actually lay some wood to you on the defensive side of the ball.
Second down, 2 to go. 4:45 left in the quarter. Play action, look at the pass. Got a wide open man. That is Grant coming across the middle, across midfield to the 40. Trying to get a block, still on his feet, running backwards. Still keeps his feet, and down goes Grant at the 40.
He lost about 3 or 4 yards on that play by running backwards.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, that was a well-designed play. Not sure who their offensive coordinator is, but he was kind of over here almost like a wing back type. And he started toward the line of scrimmage, and then he went under the linebackers. Their other wide receivers cleared the linebackers out and the cornerbacks out, and he just went across the field there for a drag route. Good design play, good pickup.
Trying to get within one score again is Bullitt County down 21-6. And they want to throw again. Williams looking, waiting for his man to come open, lays it out for him. Catch is made inside the 25, down to the 20 and out of bounds. Boy, well done, Perry.
That play,
I would have thought he would have kind of drilled it in there. He kind of laid it out for him, though. But it was the good pass.
that play was set up by the last play. They lined up in the exact same formation. Number 1 was back over here to wing back, ran the same exact route. They covered him this time, and left number 2 open. So that was a well-designed play by Bullock County also.
So a couple of big passes in a row.
You got to give it to the quarterback, though, to have that touch on the ball.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty.
Because he threw him open.
He did a good job. Good job there.
And a pistol again inside the Tigers' red zone. First down. And that time he should have left it with his lead back. He made the wrong read, and down he goes because it was 3 Tigers right there to take him down behind the 20, a loss of a couple.
Yeah, our interior defensive line right there did a really nice job shedding blocks and getting to the quarterback.
I'm going to tell you, their offense is methodical. They don't get in a hurry. They don't take too long. They've got their own pace. They set their own pace. And
yeah, they're not in a hurry.
No, they're not.
Pistol, handoff, reverse, left side. Grant breaks
That's
a tackle.
hold and a half.
There's a penalty flag as he's going to take it inside the 10 and into the end zone, but it should be coming back.
Goes in for the Hornet touchdown.
Yeah, that's going to get erased.
A touchdown run of 21 yards, but going to get it wiped off the board for a hold.
I believe Ray Charles could have witnessed that hold.
Holding is the call, and they'll back him up from the spot and have to replay second down. So take away a nice run by Grant on a good call. I actually like the play. The old reverse. Backs him up to the 32. And they'll replay second down, make it about 22 yards to go. Remind you at the half, the Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report featuring the pride of Tallassee. Also have our Seegers-Law Student Athlete of the Week. And we'll catch you up on some scores. Again, we mentioned not a lot of games being played. A lot of teams had off weeks this week. Here's Williams. Right side, throws over the middle. It is caught, and another flag comes in as the catch is made by Graves, who takes it down inside the 20 to the 15. This one looks like it may be coming back as well.
There's another flag on the play.
Yeah, and where they threw that flag, that's yeah, it looks like that might be another holding call.
Looks like we're going to have one on us after the play down here in the corner of the pylon on this side.
Yeah, there's a flag down, way down on the other side of the field. There are 2 flags on the play. Holding.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
Oh, okay.
Both of them against us.
Wow. No holding call. That'll take it half the distance, give them an automatic first down.
It sure will there. Boy, that stings.
Well, let's see. Well, I thought the play would hold, though. If it's I guess it happened during the play. They're backing up. Did he indicate that the wrong way?
I'm confused.
I'm looking for where they're putting the football. I'm still looking. And there's a conversation right now. Of course, Coach Ward from Bullock County is talking with the white hat. Yeah, the ball's still sitting down there on the 17. If they tack on the penalty yardage after the play, it'll take it half the distance inside the 10. Personal foul.
Against the Tigers is declined.
And
Dead ball
personal foul again.
against the Tigers.
Okay.
Yeah, one was during the play, a personal foul, which the one after will tack on after the play. So that's what they did. They declined the one during the play and accept the one that was after the play was over.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that way they can keep the play and add to it. And now he's going to explain it to Coach Mike Battles. The guys are lining up to go, but there's no ball. They still haven't moved the football on the field yet.
First down goal for the Hornets.
What, they're on the 5, right?
Well, I'm looking for the ball.
I know, yeah.
I
They
still
finally
haven't
get
found
it
it.
out there.
Yeah, it's out there now.
At the 4-yard line.
So first and goal, I guess, from the 4. Is that where they got it marked?
Yeah, 4 or 5, somewhere in there. It's hard to tell from this angle.
We're going to get how many times is this guy going to indicate it was a personal foul? That's the third. All right, mark it and let's play ball, would you?
We just want to make sure we got it right. In case we missed it on one of the other ones.
They're coming to the 8.
Yeah, I thought if you go half the distance, it wouldn't get them that close.
Okay, first down goal for the
It is
Tigers
first and
at
goal
the
still,
9.
according to the chains being moved off. So
Correction for the Hornets.
there was a lot of conversation there. They've already started the clock back. They wound it back into play, and the play clock is running. So Bullitt County may not be aware that they do need to get a play going here in a hurry because they're still huddling up, and we're down to 10 on the play clock. And I bet you they have no idea. Quarterback's not even looked over there yet. And I wonder if their coaches are aware of it. They do. They have to take a timeout. 2:14 to go. We'll take a break with them. 21-6 Tallassee.
Yeah, they didn't even notice that.
All right, are
The
you
play
going to
clock
want to
must
come
have
over
gone.
here or not? Well, what I would say is if they score here, after that score, why don't you plan on leaving? As they got a first and goal with 2:14 left, and that should give you time to get here.
Oh.
Well, that's your call.
Oh, Leanne,
I don't think about it.
you can do it.
Was she going to do the halftime, Parker halftime show?
That's what she's doing. She's planning on it.
I think that would be you, Brad.
Oh, okay. I'm going to head that way. I got some coffee.
Need some.
Let me
Needs
tell
hot
you what,
chocolate.
man. Y'all,
Sorry, Phillip.
that is a good night to be up there tonight. I tell you, it's cold down here.
And it's not a whole lot warmer up here, to be honest with you.
It's this is one of those wet, cool nights. Moisture's jumping off the turf.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I'm not going to deny that at all.
For the Hornets at the 9.
Williams lines up after the timeout in shotgun formation. And he will keep it himself. Broke a tackle,
man.
spins away from another tackler, and gets somehow back to the 5-yard line on the first and goal play.
Stop made by
That
number
was just
7,
a heck of an
J.T.
individual
Carter.
play by their quarterback, number 8, Robert
3-yard
Williams,
gain.
because we hit him in the
Second down
backfield,
goal
and then he
from
kind of did a
6.
little spin move.
Had a
And
couple
then-
of cracks
yeah.
at him there. Second and goal from the 5 with under 2 minutes left in this first half. 21-6 Tigers. But Bullitt County trying to get within one score. And they would do that with a score and a conversion. Of course, to start the second half, Tallassee will have the option as Bullitt County had the opening kickoff. Scored on that drive, and they're so late getting to it now they may get another delay penalty. They got the snap off with 2 seconds on the play clock, an end-around reverse run, and a touchdown run by the Hornets. Brandon Perry came all the way from the left side across the field and beat them to the corner.
Yeah, good play.
21-12 is our score.
Just outrun us to the corner right there. Had some good blocking and sealed off some blocks right over here on the right side. And they did a nice job of sealing off that play. And now we're 1:18 left to go in the game. 21-12.
First half.
First half. Yeah, I said in the game, didn't I? First half, my bad.
Well, the last kick was missed by Williams. He'll try to put this one through to cut the lead to 8.
Kicking for the Hornets, number 8, Williams.
He's a straight-on kicker. Grant is holding.
Holding is number 1, Grant.
Low snap. He got it down. No, he didn't. That ball fell on the ground. And they have missed both point afters, which keeps this a 2-possession game at 9 points. 21-12, 1:18 to go in the first half of action. Tallassee Tigers football from 1300 WTLS and 106.5 FM.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you. This dude ain't getting really many deep kicks. We need to play up and try to field that bad boy and run it.
Yeehaw.
So you thinking hands team, middle return, right?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And not the hands team for onside just because they're not kicking it deep. Well, in warm-ups he was.
Oh no, I was kidding on the hands team.
Well,
but I understand what you're saying
it
though.
might not hurt.
Yeah.
Kicking for the Hornets, number 10, Jalen Sellers.
Now watch him bow up on it, kick that thing
Deep
about
for the Tigers, number 3,
down to
Daniel.
the 10.
Number 21, Smith.
No chance.
And number 26,
You're
Bennett.
right. Xavion right here.
We're ready. There it is, short kick. Good job.
Kick is
Camden
recovered
Payne,
by
Johnny
number
on the
8,
spot to cover up a short kick, almost like an onside kick. And he grabs it for the Tigers at the 40-yard line, 45-yard line.
I'd like to see Jalen break one right here and just go all the way.
Be
We got
nice.
116. We got 2 timeouts to work with. You might as well work your offense here.
I
Why
would
not?
say so.
Tigers up
They
45.
may try to just do a running play to see if Jalen can break one because he can score in a hurry before they start maybe trying to throw it around. Again, Tallassee with 2 timeouts, a 21-12 lead, 116 till halftime. From their own 45, Ellis rolling right to throw pressure, big-time pressure, has to just throw it and tried to hit Holloway coming back to it, but incomplete.
Intended for number
Under all
16,
types of duress that time.
Holloway. Second down, 10.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of chance to make that play successful. By the time Tyler got the ball, he was being run down from the backside, and so good job just not getting sacked and losing a whole bunch of yards right there.
2nd and 10, Ellis. Looking to pass, going to throw it down the field, right side for Holloway. Oh, my
What
goodness!
an interception.
A one-handed
Wow.
interception by Demarcus Graves.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the other team.
That was pretty good, fellas. Really,
There
really
is a
good.
flag on the
You
play.
don't see a one-handed catch like that very often. There's a flag on the play.
I tip my hat to you, sir. That was a crazy catch.
It looked like we had him beat by about a step, and it looked like it might be a touchdown or possibly an interception.
Indication on sportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers.
Boy,
Also on sportsmanlike conduct
we've had
against
a lot of unnecessary
Hornets.
penalties
It is
tonight
Yeah.
of that variety. There's offsetting, unsportsmanlike penalties. I know this is the last game. I think Coach Battles was a little bothered by that last week at the end of
He
the Central
was.
Clay game. He mentioned it, and this is not characteristic of a Tallassee football team. So I'd say he'd address it after the game. I know he will in the locker room for sure because we don't have to wait. This is our
First
final
down,
game
10
tonight,
for
but
the
he doesn't want
Hornets
to see
up
any
to
more of this kind of stuff. We're
Right.
kind of getting into some bad habits. Well, Bullitt County now has it with 104 from their own 22-yard line. A 21-12 game. They only have 1 timeout remaining. Again, give credit to Graves on just an
Oh,
exceptional
yeah.
play defensively. Got whistles at the line of scrimmage, and it
There's
is
a
an
flag on the play.
illegal
Illegal
procedure.
against the Hornets. They will be assessed by
I'm just
back
gonna be-
up 5.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Not many people's gonna make that catch that he just made.
No, not at all.
That
I mean, it
was
was a bomb.
crazy. Crazy
And he went up with
catch.
one hand and just took it down.
I mean, he timed that perfect.
He Odell'd it.
He did.
That's a new term. We've been
He-
since OBJ has brought that to us as a receiver in the NFL, obviously. But here is 1st and 15 from the 17. Looking to pass over the middle. It is going to be caught by Graves across the 30, sideline, tight roping it. Goes out of bounds close to the 35. I think he stepped out at the 34.
goes out of bounds.
It
Yeah.
is a first down, though, and 54.5 on the clock.
He's explosive. Like I said, we've been talking about here Bryant Grant right there. He's explosive, man. When he gets the ball in his hands, if you don't get a beat on him quick, he can go to the house every play.
Pistol this time. We're going to have to work those sidelines with just 1 timeout. Now throw underneath. It is going to be caught by Graves this time. He did not get the first down, so the clock will continue to run unless they want to use a timeout. They're going to keep it rolling. It's at 40 seconds. We're going to lose a lot of time here.
second down and 3.
Had to use those timeouts early. Official finally gets it spotted. That hurt him a little bit. 30 seconds. Pistol play action. Throw, catch, first down. Nice job. That was caught by Perry. That moves it into Tallassee territory. Went out of bounds at the 42 of the Tigers. So 21 seconds on the clock. Still that one timeout remaining. Well, they got 3, maybe 4 plays.
Oh, yeah.
They got that timeout still in their pocket if they need it, trying to score here before the half. Take advantage of the interception.
I'm tell you, this quarterback from Bullitt County, he's pretty good.
Yeah, both of these quarterbacks have thrown one. Tallassee's was a pick 6, though. Lackey returned it for a score. Play action pressure coming. Williams will just run with it. He's got a lot of room to run. Inside the 30, the 25. Knocked the ball out. It's on the ground, and it is going to be covered up. Is it at the 22 by somebody? There's a ton of folks trying to get on it, and several times I'm sure there was a chance to get it. Tallassee has gotten it. Well, they laid a hit on Williams, and they say Tallassee got it, but Bullitt County came up with the football.
Timeout for the injury.
And that was what I went off the lead of our public address announcer, and I never saw an indication, but
Well, actually, I saw-
Burgess came off the pile with a football for Bullitt County.
Now they
And it
swapped
is their ball.
It is Hornet football.
They're going to have to use their timeout right here with 9 seconds to go, 9.1 to be exact.
One of the line judges actually pointed to Tallassee.
Yeah.
And then they waved it off. So
All right, so now you've got no timeouts. You've got 9.1 seconds. You're at the 22 of Tallassee. So, you've got a couple of plays, but you can't be tackled in the field of play or the clock will run out. So that's what Bullitt County's looking at.
The quarterback, did you see him? He took the stutter step because he wanted to lay a lick, too.
Timeout
And it didn't quite work
against
out.
the official.
No, he got the worst end of that. I think Tallassee might have just used a timeout, too. They hadn't finished this one up yet.
This is actually an injury timeout. So
Okay, that's what's going on. There's a player down.
it's the quarterback.
Well, he moved from his original spot where he went down, and I guess he felt the pain, and he has now gone back down again. I'm not sure exactly what they're looking at, but that is Williams.
Looks like they're trying to take his shoe off.
Well, they got a couple of shots to the end zone if they want.
Are they rewrapping his ankle?
I think he may have got in a bed of ants, boys. The rains and push some ants up over on that side of the field.
I'd almost believe that, considering there's ant beds everywhere, but not sure.
Yeah.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Williams, again, a junior quarterback for Bullitt County.
I don't know. Is that Sterling over there looking at him, too? Something else is going on.
Yeah,
No, Sterling's down there.
you're going to have the trainer for our guy's going to help out when he can. Yeah. They'll have 9.1 seconds on the clock when we resume play, but right now, more importantly, they're looking at Williams, the injured player.
I am impressed by the quarterback. He has had some
He's had some
touch
good-
passes,
yes.
and he's had to fit some into some tight windows.
The one mistake is the difference really in this football game, and a couple of
right.
missed extra points, obviously, by Bullitt County because we got a pick 6, and that is right now the difference in the scoring. Bullitt County with a chance to at least get closer.
Oh, that's more than ant bed.
Yeah, he's limping off. I don't know if he'll be back. They'll look at it and see. Huge loss for Bullitt County here at this point in the game.
Now they're assessing the timeout. The first part of that was the
Right,
injury time.
right, and he will be out. You know, he would have been out for a play anyway, but I don't think he's coming back anytime soon.
No, it don't look like he didn't even have his shoe back on. So whoever the backup quarterback is
I wonder if it's number 1.
I was thinking the same thing, man. As good an athlete as he is, it wouldn't shock me if it is number 1. Now he's lining up out here in the wide receiver spot, so it's not going to be number 1.
Number 2.
looks like
Brandon
number
Perry,
2.
who made the
Yeah.
last catch, as a matter of fact, is the player replacing Williams at quarterback. Running right. It's a running play all the way. Inside the 20, the 15, the 10. Falls at the 3, and the clock stops at 2.1. They're going to have to hurry as they don't have a timeout. And they've already started the clock without spotting the ball. They hadn't. Okay. That shouldn't have happened back there. They should have been able to spot the football first. And if I'm the coaches on Bullitt County, I would be furious right now. You don't just start the clock before they mark it.
Need some police up here in the upper deck, please.
Yeah, something is going on. Looks like a mess up there in the upper deck at Tallassee with something. There's a lot more people in the upper deck than there were when we got here. And you heard Jerry Cunningham, if you could hear it over our speakers here, saying we need some assistance up here with police. Not sure exactly what's going on up there. Pretty dangerous up there to be up that high and shenanigans. Hopefully they'll straighten that out.
Well,
all right.
Bullitt County didn't even argue. They're off the field.
Yeah,
so
well, he was kind of jumping up and down a little bit. I don't know if he ever took it out on the officials, but I don't know. He may have been upset that his guy didn't run out of bounds, but he was trying to score. And he just about did. Stopped just shy of the goal line. All right, well, halftime is here. The Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report coming up next. 21-12 our score. Tallassee on top. Tallassee Tigers football continues on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
That was a heck of an interception. So, hey, is this going to be an extended band thing? All right, because I didn't know if we should go ahead and knock out just a little 5-minute deal.
No, we'll do that first.
Bullitt County, 253 yards of total offense. Tallassee 119.
What are they waiting for? What did you say it was?
And there's folks congregating all over there at the
Dominic
Let's welcome to the field the THS dance team.
Cunningham. There we go. Yeah. Halftime 21-12. Tallassee leads Bullock County. Homecoming. Well, that was interesting. The dance team.
It was pretty good. I like that.
Well, they did a little dance, getting a chance to feature themselves here at halftime. And they went on purple, went all purple wigs at the end. How about that?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Parker Tire Service Center halftime report. Again, the Tigers leading by 9.
Tallassee is grateful for the continued support of our
And let's turn it over to the Pride of Tallassee.
D&D Auto, M&M Trucking Company, Neighbors Tire and Service Center, Specialty Home Improvement, Lake Martin Chiropractic, Eyes Painting, Covington Healthcare, Southern Excavating Company, the Segrist Law Firm, Hornsby Striping Company, Patterson and Duke, Jim Nelson Alpha Insurance, Jayco Sales, Tallassee Times, 1300 WTLS 106.5, and Boswell Tree Service. On behalf of Dr. Brock Nolan, Interim Superintendent of Tallassee City Schools, and Mr. Chet Stewart, Principal of Tallassee High School, we proudly present the Tallassee High School Marching Band. Under the field of command of Drum Major Anna Garnett and Director of Bands Mr. Robert Glasscock, our show tonight features the music of Demi Lovato, Cyndi Lauper, Beyonce, and Whitney Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pride of Tallassee.
Pride of Tallassee doing a great job once again here at halftime. And I noticed Emma Kate Holly was back in her, majorette costume, getting ready for halftime right after she was crowned queen earlier.
The queen's job never ends.
No, it doesn't.
Well, hey, you think about it. That's never an occasion where it's your last ball game. I mean, this is the last time she's going to be on the field twirling as well.
You got that right.
Halftime. So.
We'll come back. We'll have some comments, some stats, and the Sigerslaw Student Athlete of the Week still to come, plus some more scores from other games as we continue the Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report.
We'll do it real quick.
At this time, I'd like to ask you to direct your attention to the 50-yard line for a special presentation. We would like to recognize the 2020 Southside Middle School football team. The Tigers completed a perfect regular season at 4-0 and then defeated Eclectic Middle School in the semifinals of the playoffs and Pike Road in the championship to finish undefeated for the season. The Tigers outscored opponents 204 to 64 in 6 games, posting 1 shutout and scoring 54 points in the first half versus Eclectic. Congratulations, SMS Tigers, for your great year.
Josh didn't dress out tonight.
I'm kind of disappointed in it. Tallassee didn't even recognize the softball team at all for reaching #1 this year, like Eclectic did. Yeah.
They should.
Mark Simmons involved, but I promise you they're going to get recognition. Man, they hold somebody that's got a gun pull. You only want to see what they did to the old gym that they used for wrestling. Oh, it's a whole indoor freaking facility there. Got 4 cages. AstroTurf in there. Oh yeah, you can roll the cages back and take full infield and put the bases out. It's legit. Now, it's not like our old gym. It has some bleachers permanently rolling back. It would on the other days, yeah. Milltown 8-0 at halftime.
Still late in that. Typical Hokies, right?
It's pretty obvious subtitle.
Played within a point, what?
27-22.
Crazy football season.
Are you kidding me? Another tropical storm, Ada, about to. Say what? It's crazy.
Said it was coming to that same area between New Orleans and Mobile and Gulf Shore.
If you want to go down, you can. I'll handle this. I'll just get some stats, give a quick little whatever, and that's it. Because the team's already coming out, the officials are about ready. So.
We'll have to go through McDonald's and get some of them.
I tried to get a little fancy the other day, and I had to get some coffee at the Bed Bath & Beyond. We hit that line my day, and they had some vanilla hot dogs. It ain't great. Just one for the carry. Yeah. Never not great.
Well, Michael's got one of them at a steamed milk and everything. Froth and
To be honest with you,
I think the Godfather bought it for him.
I can't eat that. I can't put too much on it. Did you chill the milk for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Steams it for you.
And welcome back to the Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report. This is Stephen Oz Osborne. I'm going to go solo real quick because halftime is about over, but we'll give you some stats real quickly and get ready for the second half. So, Bullitt County, total offense, 253 yards, Tallassee 119. Passing, Bullitt County, 134 yards, Tallassee 7. Rushing, Bullitt County, 119 yards, Tallassee 112. It's been an eventful first half. Exciting. Both offenses have moved the ball pretty well. Bullitt County's quarterback's been impressive. He can throw as well as run, and fortunately, Tallassee will get the second half kickoff. Hopefully, we can drive it down similar to the way Bullitt County started the game, driving the ball, and hopefully we'll come out like we always say. Hit the first lick and set the tone. So the teams are warming up. Officials are ready. It's a cool, brisk night here at J.E. Hott O'Brien Stadium. But the teams are looking good and ready to come back and play some ball. Brad's heading down to the sideline to be the sideline reporter he is. And we'll see how the second half starts off. So teams are warming up, loosening up, and we'll get started here in just a few moments. This has been an abbreviated Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report. We'll be right back with the second half.
They got down to the 2. We had a big 6, so we didn't have a drive on that.
James had 66 yards. Their quarterbacks had 63. Wow.
I'm being interested to see if he comes back out.
I wouldn't bet on it.
You can give out a shout to Jacoby watching on the TV too.
Did I not do that already tonight?
I did. Okay. I didn't. I think you did.
You mentioned at the beginning
Okay.
on location in Cancun.
No doubt. On location in Cancun.
He's wanted. You said that like a question. Taylor?
Funny.
Giddens? I like the one where you go, okay, now you come back.
That's right. Now you counter. Yeah. Let's haggle each other.
I ain't got time for this. Well, I ain't got time either.
Who's that Juanita?
Yeah, that's
I
a good
thought-
question.
I thought something was bleeding over on my radio. I was checking the channel.
Right.
He's testing it out right here.
Time now for our Seegers Law Student Athlete of the Week. This week, it is Hunter Hammock, the son of Amy Haney and Chris Hammock. Hunter plays guard for the Tigers, been on the varsity squad for 4 years. He's been playing football since he was 7 with the Tallassee Youth Football League. Since 9th grade, Hunter has taken some advanced and some standard courses at Tallassee. He's maintained a GPA of 3.3. After graduation, he plans on attending either Southern Union Community College or Central Alabama Community College, and then transferring to a 4-year college or university. He's unsure about his major. Hunter's dream job is to be a marine biologist. In his spare time, he enjoys fishing and hunting, and enjoys going hunting with his dad and Jacob Abbott Ingram. During his freshman year of football, Hunter was given the nickname Hambone, and it stuck. Our Seegers Law Student Athlete of the Week, Hunter Hambone Hammock.
Marine biology. All right.
I
then.
like it. Yeah, I do.
I do too.
I like that. He is doing the job, of course, not only in the classroom but on the field for the Tigers. We'll get ready to start this second half. 21-12 our score at the break, and Tallassee will get the football to start this second half. Tigers on top.
I like the fact they're lining up the way they are now for this kickoff.
Yeah.
Now he'll kick it over the head.
I don't know if he can.
Kicking it will be Jalen Sellers for Bullock County. Tallassee doesn't have anybody real deep. And he did kick it far, but it's going to be taken by Marciano Smith at the 20, comes across the 30, and down at the 33. Let me give you a couple of scores from some other games that are being played tonight as well. Carver leading at halftime over Greenville 28-0. Actually, they're already in the second half, and as a matter of fact, they have finished the third quarter. Boy, they're moving fast there, aren't they?
And so Carville over Greenville, big.
28-0.
How about that?
All these other scores are at the half. Trinity 13, St. James 7, Reeltown 8, Hopeful nothing. Smith Station leading Stanhope Elmore 19-13, and Prattville up over Bob Jones by a score of 23-7. All of those are again halftime scores. So here are the Tigers. First down and 10, running play right side. Jalen Daniels and Bullock County all over that. No gain.
Yeah, that was a good play by their defensive line right there. He stuck out his hand and grabbed Jalen because Jalen was about to be gone to the house on that play. That was a really good play by them to stop that play.
One of the rare times you get Jalen Daniels for nothing. Second down and 10. They haven't had that much luck with it tonight. Looking at the stats by odds, though, as they get a penalty flag on the play, pretty lopsided in favor of Bullock County. Remember, they were stopped inside the Tigers' 5 on the final play of the first half. We also got one of our scores off a pick 6, so that wouldn't help your yardage any, but it is the difference in the game right now. The Lackey pick 6, 21-12. The penalty is against Tallassee, so kind of starting off on the wrong foot here. 5 yards and 2nd and 15.
We were a little overzealous on that play. We wanted to get started before the play got started.
Ellis in a pistol formation. Daniels behind him. Daniels gets the handoff. Found a little opening. Got it down across the 30 to the 33. It will bring up third down and about 7.
That's twice number 52 has reached out his hand and saved a really, really big gain by grabbing him by the jersey and snatching him down. That ain't going to work every time. In a minute, he's going to miss that grab, and Jalen's going to go to the house.
Going to go with 2 wide to the left, 1 on the right side for Ellis in a shotgun formation. 3rd and long. Rolling left, looking to throw. Pressure, down he goes. Couldn't stop the end from getting in, and it was Foster who takes down Ellis before he even get his feet planted at the 25 for a big loss on the play. 4th down, and we'll have to punt it away.
Well, you can tell that Bullock County has studied our rollout passing game. And
the chance for return, though, taken by Grant, who shakes the first man, crosses midfield, and goes out of bounds into the Tigers sideline at about the 48-yard line. 1st down and 10 from the Tigers 48, the short side of the field for Bullock County, down by just 9 with 10:01 to go in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, those rollouts that we've seen a lot. We're accustomed to rolling Tyler right or left. They're almost running into the rush, because they're coming off the end, and they're getting to him.
Yeah, they're edge rushers. Instead of crashing in, they're going straight up the field, and that just goes to where they've scouted our rollout passing game, and they're just basically going straight up field and waiting on Tyler to get to them.
Running play right side, Perry, 45, 40, cuts back 35, 30, inside the 25, and Goff gets a hang of the shirt tail. He got help from Dantro, who took him down, but 1st and goal inside the 7. A new look on offense with this quarterback. If you were listening, Robert Williams went down late in the 2nd quarter. Perry came on, and there's definitely a difference in the foot speed.
Oh, yeah.
He's a running quarterback as opposed to what we saw from Williams, who can throw the ball.
And basically, number 8 for them was, the better passer of the two, but certainly number 2, Brandon Perry right here is the better runner of the two. We've already seen that quick.
And they've moved him to a receiver this time, and a different quarterback. They'll just hand off out of that formation. The quarterback was Foster, who gave it to another Foster. So you got Caleb Foster at quarterback there, handing off to Marcus Foster, who got it inside the 5. So it'll be second down, well, at about the 5-yard line. Second down and goal to go.
And Caleb's a 9th grader, the quarterback.
Yeah, he's small. He's not real big. That was weird that they went to that formation. They've gone back to it.
Yeah.
And he's all by himself back there now. Guess they're trying some different things. And it'll be a handoff, kind of a jet sweep. It's to Grant. Will Smith all over him in the backfield.
Yeah, good play by Will Smith, senior linebacker for Tallassee, Alabama. He read that play perfectly. And number one for them, Bryant Grant was going from right to left, and the quarterback just basically took the ball on basically an end around there.
That's a big loss all the way back to the 15-yard line, third down.
Yes, and Will read that perfect. Good job, Will Smith, number 32 for the Tallassee Tigers.
I'd expect they bring Perry back and run that play to the right that he's run for big yardage every time he's done it.
Right.
Nope, they're going to stick with what they've got.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden they found something working. All of a sudden they change the offense. I really don't get that.
Not sure.
Foster to pass, throws over the middle, batted in the air, knocked down by Smith, incomplete.
Number 12,
It'll be fourth down.
Pass intended.
And they're certainly going to go for it right here. You're on the road, your last ball game of the season.
Well, they lost a kicker on top of that.
Right.
At least the place kicker.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Number 8 did kick for
Yeah,
them,
the quarterback
didn't
is
it?
not
Robert
only the
Williams.
quarterback, but the
Right.
kicker.
Goal at the 15.
Sure is an awfully tough spot for a freshman quarterback to come into. Now they've moved him out wide, Michael.
Yeah, you got Perry back there on a fourth down and goal from the 15. And it is just a run, and I think everybody saw it coming. Now a throw and incomplete. The lefty, and the penalty flag came in really late.
I think
He
it
was
was a
across the
caution.
line, I think.
Intended for number 12.
He was right there at it.
Ball's incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Handle on the 15, though. I don't think he went across the line. That's where they snapped it, at least, from the 15-yard line.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Williams is starting to try to loosen up here. When you see a player go down, his backup starts performing well. Always has the tendency to get up off the bench and start stretching out a little bit. But
They did call that across the line of scrimmage, so it obviously be declined. Tallassee would take the football.
So they're backup
Turnover on
quarterback.
downs. Big stop for the Tigers because
So-
they were down inside
right.
the 5-yard, right at the 5.
Loss of down will be first down 10.
So their
for
backup
Tigers
quarterback's left-handed.
At the 20.
First time we've seen him throw it. That's right. He's always running with it.
So
Tigers back on offense after a 3 and out on their first possession of the second half. Direct snap to Jalen Daniels, running right side. And out of bounds he goes. Wasn't much there.
Number 3, Daniels. the
Maybe
ball
a couple of
carrier.
yards on the play. Second down.
Forced out of bounds on number 14, Jarquavius Smith. 3-yard gain, second
Yeah.
down 7.
it's hard to get the corner on Bullitt County. They've got some speed on the edges, and they just ran with Jalen and stretched that play out to the sideline over there to the home field side.
Second and 8 from Tallassee's own 22. Handoff Marciano, cuts back, crosses the 25. Keeps battling in across the 30. Still on his feet, 35, 38-yard line. That's twice tonight we've seen him do that on these carries. He's only touched it 2 times, but he's gotten about 10 yards after each of his carries.
That
He
was a
said,
good
come on,
hard
give me
run.
the ball, coach. I want the ball.
Yeah, good hard run by Marciano. Feed him again.
First and 10 Tigers after a great run there.
How many yards after contact on that one? 6, 7, 8?
At least.
At least, yeah. Out of a 16-yard run, I would be willing to say
More like
12
10.
after contact.
It's a direct snap to Marciano. He'll take it right up the middle, and he'll get it across the 45, up to the 50, and into Bullitt County territory down at the 49.
And pushing his own guy out of the way to get more yards. I love it.
Marciano was running hard tonight. Glad to see that.
Well, you know, at the beginning of the season, he was your starting running back. Jalen Daniels was a starter at wide receiver.
Correct.
And Jalen became an instant success story and has been outstanding. But, don't forget that Marciano's pretty good, too. Here's the end-around handoff to Xavier Carr. Can he get across his man? He got inside the 40 and another first down. I like the way we mix it up here. It's working. 36-yard line of Bullitt County.
Well, when you've got multiple running backs, you need to kind of mix it up some. That way one guy's not getting tired. You just keep feeding different guys over and over and over again, and they're going to keep fresh legs. So.
And you keep them all balanced a little, too.
I like what I'm seeing in different people.
Can't key so much on Jalen when you got other guys stepping up here. This time it's going to be a pass, and he's wide open down the field, and it's dropped. Boy, I think that was one of those that just hung up too long. Michael Moore, the tight end, was wide open. They fooled him. They finally said, all right, this is it. We could score a touchdown on this one.
And it would have been I don't know. The guy was gaining on him pretty good, but I think Michael Moore had too long to think about it, Michael.
Yeah.
He was so wide open. Pretty good pass by Jalen there.
Yeah, it was a good throw. Might want to get it to him a little quicker, but you got to catch that one. I know Michael would say that.
It was a well-designed play, though.
No, very well done. Like the play selection on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Jalen running right, student body right. First down inside the 40, the 30, down to the 20-yard line.
This is where Brad talked about this in the first half. We're beginning to lean on them extremely hard right here, and you can tell. They're tired. Their hands are on the hips. Brad brought up that point earlier, and that's a good point. And I think our offensive line is kind of inserting their wheel on them right now.
It was marked down at the 18. Here's the handoff to Marciano. Left side, back up the middle, inside the 10, the 5, and into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was a grown man stiff arm right there, fellas.
Yes, it was.
That was Dig Henry's stiff arm, baby.
19-yard score. Marciano Smith. Tallassee 27-12.
Good job, Marciano Smith, number 21 for Tallassee. Good to see him picking up some yards tonight.
Yes, it is.
See, the guy on the scoreboard up there even knows he's going to make this because he went ahead and put the point up there.
Oh, we're good. So we have somebody else to blame for the jinx.
Johnson to attempt the point after touchdown. Holding is number 4, Goff.
Goff to hold. Oh,
wow.
They jumped on that. Yeah, they came across. They tried to jump the snap, and it's going to be offsides against the defense. So let's see if Coach Mike Battle sticks with the kick, or does he want to go for 2?
Did he still make that even though?
I think he did. I don't know how. I don't know how he kicked it through him. You don't want to move it up, do you? Don't you just leave it where it is if you're going to kick it? This might throw you off a little. Johnson. Kicks up. And it's good. 28-12 Tigers, 5:31 to go here in the third quarter. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Hey, this
scoreboard guys got the wrong score. You might want to let him know that.
This quarterback is he's trying his best to work that ankle out.
Well, he's an 11th grader. He don't want to get beat out next year for the starting quarterback job.
What the crap?
Kicking for the Tigers, number 24, Blake Johnson. Deep for the
Yep.
Hornets, number 1, Grant, number 2, Perry.
Johnson kicks. When he picked up by Foster at the 30, across the 35, the 40, and down at the 42.
Marking Foster returns for the Hornets. Stop made by number 11, Jacob Nantro.
You know, he got kind of twisted up underneath. I was wondering if there was going to be an injury there. And I think he was where he was grabbed by the ankles as he was going down. You got to have to give it a look. We'll take another timeout. 5:24 to go in this third quarter play. It's Tallassee 28 and Bullitt County 12.
Looks like he might be cramping.
Yeah. Foster being worked on the sideline after the kickoff return. Came up a little gimpy, working on that lower leg. As Bullitt County will take over from their own 41. 28-12 Tallassee, 5:24 left in the third quarter. Reeltown leads Hopeful after 3. It's 14-0 Rebels.
Well, congratulations, Railtown. Way to go.
Fumble on the exchange, and down on the ball goes Perry. Back at the 35. They lost 6 on that.
Looked like some miscommunication between him and the running back, number 1 for them, Bryant Grant.
Correction loss of 6 yards.
I think one of them thought the other one was supposed to have the ball, and the other one thought the other one was supposed to have the ball.
Well, they do retain the possession, but lose again 6 yards on the play, and it makes it 2nd and 16. Perry back at quarterback. Shotgun formation. No, actually, it's going to be Foster under center. And here's that reverse handoff left side. And nowhere to go for Grant, and he's going backwards. He's stopped way back at the 26. Another big loss on the play.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody really on a tackle right there, but I can tell you Xavion Carr was barreling him down, and he did not want any of Xavion, and so he slid to the ground kind of like a quarterback slide.
3rd and forever now.
Looks like their quarterback's going back in, number 8.
Well, we haven't seen him since the first half when he went down. I thought he might be done for the night, but here he comes. Robert Williams. And it's 3rd down. They're at the 26, so they got to get about 25 yards for a first down.
Well, you know they're throwing because he can't really move.
Yeah.
Watch number 2. On the slide on your side, I think.
Going to do an underneath pass instead, off the hands of Graves. He was a little high, he couldn't hold on. Now, he's the one that had the interception with one hand, but he couldn't catch that one.
Right. And Lackey right there was sitting there, and he's still thinking, I could have had another pick right there.
That was a similar play we scored on when he completely overshot him, and Lackey took it the other way. 4th down, they'll have to punt. Will Bullitt County back to do it as Grant. Daniels and Goff back to return. They stand near midfield.
Number 1, Brian Grant in confirmation for the Hornets. Deep for the Tigers, number 3, Daniels. Number 4, Goff.
Pressure, and he's going to just take off and run with it. Last time he did this, he got a first down. Now he's just going to throw it up for grabs, and it won't go anywhere. And a late flag comes in. I'm kind of wondering what that's for.
I don't think he's an eligible receiver, is he?
There is a flag on the
Maybe that was it. I think you're right.
I think you're right, Oz.
Yeah, it was Sturdivant who caught it, who's listed on our roster as a wide receiver, but he didn't line up there. Well, those kind of things will kill your team, you know, when you have punch you can't get off. Now, one time it worked for them. They actually got a 4th and 22 because Grant used his athletic ability to get the first down. And it wasn't an eligible receiver, so Tallassee will decline that and take the football at the 30 of Bullock County. But that's like a turnover right there.
Oh, yeah. A lot better field position than if he'd have got the ball off.
Yeah. Yeah, they spotted it at the 27-yard line. So Tallassee with a chance to add to a 28-12 lead. 3:32 left in this third quarter. Notre Dame box formation. Trying to get everybody set. It's going to be a handoff to Smith, who scored the last time he touched it. This time, nowhere to go as he's hit behind the line and driven back. I think he'll lose a yard if they give him his forward progress. They didn't give him any of it.
They did not.
I don't know how you do that. I mean, he was hit about the 27, and then he just drove him back. They marked it at the 31.
They don't believe in forward progress in this crew.
It's not like he broke out of it, and then I understand it. End around handoff, Carr. He's going to get some of it back and then some. Inside the 20 as he hit the sideline, got inside the 15 and went out of bounds. Carr, he loves to ride that end, and he'll just kind of push him, the blocker in front of him, and then explode to the outside, and picked up a big gainer and a Tallassee first down.
Looks like we got another injury on the field, Michael.
Another Bullock County player is down. Comes at the 2:50 mark of this third quarter. We'll take another timeout. Tallassee up, looking for more, 28-12.
Storm damage.
You've heard these a few times.
A few. Hey, when Rylan used to ride to school with me, he'd be singing along and saying stuff on the commercials.
What's funny is Brad's boy did that one night. He was in the station. He said when the ad was running, he was repeating it verbatim. Pretty funny.
Is Smith Station still leading Stanhope?
I have to look.
That's kind of a shocker to me.
Nah, not really.
I'd have thought Stanhope would have won that ball
Well,
game.
they still may win. I'm just saying it's not that surprising, though. Yeah. Player down for Bullock County is Graves, who's being aided to his feet. He looks like he's really gingerly walking on. It looks like it's the left leg, as he's not moving that much at all. Hope he's going to be all right. Pretty good player. And an exceptional interception earlier tonight. 2:50 to go in this third quarter. Tallassee with the ball at the 15. It's 28-12 Tigers, a first down after the Carr run.
Yeah, if we get a score right here, Michael, we're going to pretty much get this one out of reach.
Let's hope so. It is Ellis looking to throw towards the corner. Got a wide open man. Oh, it was Battles. He had it. Couldn't hold on. Thomas Battles.
Ellis's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 88.
There's a senior. Would love to go out with a catch right, but I know he wants that one back.
Yeah, Mason, not Mason, that's Thomas.
Right.
Was thinking, there was my opportunity to score on the last
It was
night
a great
of my career.
throw. Yeah, right
good
on
throw.
him.
And Tyler, when he gets to plant his feet, he throws a pretty ball.
He does. He certainly does. Got a good spin on it.
He's definitely got a good arm.
Yeah.
Well, should have had a TD there, just couldn't hold on to it. Here's 2nd and 10, running right. It is
Oh, what a block.
Daniels inside the 10, 5, into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm going to tell you who set that up, though.
Marciano destroyed that guy.
Yes, he did.
Look, he He loves contact.
Yes, he does. Yeah, watch him on defense, too. Not just on offense. Loves to block. Great blocker, but he will hit you. You got that right. Daniels with a scoring run of 15 yards. The Tigers are up 34-12.
You know, it's that kind of player who would rather actually throw that block than actually score the touchdown. You know, there's something to it. And I think he enjoys that as much as he does anything.
Yeah, he certainly.
And look, and his team recognizes it too. Here on the sideline, he'll throw that block, and they all jump up and down on the sideline to congratulate him.
Nice looking kick there. Good snap and hold, and it is 35-12. Tigers lead with 2:31 to go in the third quarter. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Yeah, Marciano almost looks like he's trying to prove something.
He punished that kid.
I mean, I don't. It's just, yeah.
That was the OD leader. He'll be looking for number 21 when he comes try to fill that hole again. I can promise you that. He'll be like, "Where 21 at?"
Boy, you can tell that field has had a lot of moisture on it. Look how tore up it is.
Oh, you can tell, yeah. It's getting muddy out there.
Some divots. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, what a hole.
Return.
Uh-oh,
I think we determined number 3 is Pratt, I think, and that's the one that returned the ball that time. Was going laterally, finally turned it upfield and made a pretty decent return out of it. 33-yard line. Let's see where he went out of bounds. I guess it was around the 33 or 34.
I think Marciano was cramping up himself.
Yeah, Marciano's had a great night. A lot of guys stepping up tonight. 35-12, Tallassee leads it. 2:22 left in the third quarter of play. I know the scoreboard coming up after the matchup tonight.
It ought to be a humdinger.
It's the last one. I know a guy that's come and gone in a flash. Y'all make sure you check them out. Call them up tonight after the game. Yeah.
I'll be tuned in.
He's going to try to give it a go.
Williams is back in at quarterback again. Running right up the middle with Foster across the 40. Still running. I don't think he went down, but they blew it dead. Boy, there's a lot of action between these two players. And Foster, his own coach, came on the field to take him away. He's had a little bit of an attitude tonight. He's the one they were getting all over on the sideline earlier, you remember?
Yep.
Right.
5 minutes left of the game. Reeltown trying to hold on to get the win tonight, 14-0. They really played great in the second half last week in that loss to Pike County, trying to get into the postseason, and they're carrying it over tonight. And Sylacauga is the team hopeful beat last week. You thought that they might carry that momentum into this week, so they're going to get a home berth in the playoffs. They've never had that before. Or at least I think it's been like 34 years since they've had a home game in the first round. So laying an egg tonight, or Reeltown's just giving it to them. Big 14-0 lead. Looks like Reeltown might be able to hold on and win that one.
And, you know, and Reeltown's kind of hurting from last week and missing the playoffs, and they're taking out their frustration tonight on
Yeah, good for them.
Oh, yeah. Good way to end
Run
the
right
season.
up the middle, and that will be enough for the first down. As they went with Pratt, he will move the chains. They got to the 46, first down, Bullock County. Winding down in the third quarter, 35-12. Looks like it might be another happy homecoming here for Tiger fans. Been a lot going on tonight. In addition to all that goes with homecoming, the Crown of the Queen, we had an episode up in the upper deck earlier, but apparently it got under control.
And we had some fireworks and excitement on the sideline over here.
Had a little bit of that, too.
They do not
Nothing
get
like
in a
Friday
hurry.
Night Football. Williams throws, nice pass, nice catch by
yeah.
Graves over the middle, inside the 30, down to the 25. It's actually Grant who's going to get to the 24. Now, Bryant Grant caught it in stride. It was a little bit behind him, but he never broke his stride.
I'm telling you, he's a good wide receiver, man. He's got some wheels, and he's got good hands. I'm not sure if he's not one of those young men that could go to a smaller college
He's got some
somewhere.
speed, yeah. He's a little guy.
Yeah, he's only about 5'8".
This is his senior year. He's small, 5'8", 145, but he can put a little weight on. He's got the speed.
That concludes the third quarter of play.
We're through 3 now. It's 35-12 Tallassee on top. Tallassee Tigers football from 1300 WTLS and 106.5 FM.
He's got 96 yards receiving.
He's fast.
He is.
He's super fast.
Boy, that homecoming crowd sure thinned out real quick, didn't
Isn't it, though?
They always get out of here early, don't they? Yeah. Headed to the fourth quarter. Tallassee 35, Bullitt County 12.
First down 10.
Williams on offense at quarterback. First down for the Hornets at the Tigers 23. Running left side. It's Pratt inside the 15. Keeps his
Good hard
head
run.
forward as he keeps moving. He's got a first down to the 11 of Tallassee.
Pratt, ball carrier.
These guys are still going hard out there. All right, there's got to be a flag. He just threw a punch.
There is a flag.
And his coach had to come in there and get him off the field. I got to give the coach credit. He may not have much control over his guys, but he's gonna go out there and take control right now. And that'll be all for him.
Yeah, that'll be all for number 3, Pratt.
You know, it's a shame, too. There was absolutely no excuse for what he just did.
First down.
And he should be done for the night. And then don't go console this guy. And see, the backup coaches, the other coaches over there patting him on the head. That's what you don't do. And he made a nice play, and he just ruined it with a tacky foul there. A personal foul penalty of 15 yards that'll be assessed against the Hornets. Back him up to the 27.
I thought that was a.
He should be gone, by the way. He shouldn't be he shouldn't be able to come back into the football game because you don't throw a punch. And that was a punch.
He threw a punch, so he should be done for the night.
Yeah, I'd sit him down and wouldn't let him come back. And if I was his coach, I wouldn't let him come back.
Oh, no.
Even the officials didn't do it.
If he was, if that was my son and
Now-
they put him back in, I'd be mad that they did put him back in.
Williams, first down. Look at the throw over the middle. Caught by Perry. Inside the 15 and down at the 14. Got back what they lost.
Williams pass complete. Number
They
2.
got some players.
Yeah,
Bullitt
they do.
County's got some athletes out there.
I will give Bullitt County credit. Number 1 for them, number 2 for them. Their quarterback, number 8 for them, is really good.
Got to give credit to Williams, who came back in. As you can tell, he's still
in
hampered a
pain.
little bit.
Right.
He's hobbling around out there, but he's still going.
He's gutting it out, as they say.
Hey, you guys are talking about the players. Number 1, he's a good guy even when the play's over. He's helping our guys up. He's they're patting each other on the tail. It's the things you want to see in a ball game like this, not what we've been seeing on a couple other occasions.
Williams looking to pass to the corner. Perry, and
That's
a lot
gotta
of
be.
contact. There's no penalty flag on the field, though.
Ooh.
Perry thought he was held. He might have had a case for it there. It goes incomplete. Second down.
I think I'm going to have to agree with their coach on that one.
Yeah.
as a homer over here, I like to turn a blind eye to things like that, but I have to agree with their coach a little bit. I believe that was a pass interference on us.
Second down, 10.
Pistol formation for Williams. And they took so much time. As you said, they don't get in any hurry. They took too much time there and got a delay of game penalty.
Part of that's going to be on the head coach, so I'm going to have to blame him for a little bit of that because he was so busy chewing out the ref, they were slow getting a play in.
Yeah. Second down and 15 now from the 19 of Tallassee. Williams pressured, and down he goes. Carr was coming from his right, and he had to just step in front of him to get away from it, and he unable to keep his feet.
Well, right there,
some of that might be due to the injury. Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. Right there, you can tell that Robert Williams for them, their quarterback number 8. His wheels are not under him, and he didn't stand a chance against Xavier right there.
Lost 4 on the play, 3rd and 18.
Yeah.
The clock never started. They started it after the play was over.
Notice we got a new chain member down there for us tonight. Is that Abe Rigsby on the left side there?
That's Abraham.
That would be one Abraham.
Well, okay. Well, our regular crew's down there, but we got a helper.
And and I hope Jonathan don't mind me saying this, but Jonathan Floyd, who is usually on our chain gang, his wife had to have some surgery today, and I'm sure he's at home with her, seeing her to be well, and so our prayers go out to his wife. And,
well, hats off to the other guys, too, that have been part of it. Floyd is one of them, obviously. You got Josh Cullors down there. You got Scott Slaughter.
Yep.
Mike Durham's usually there. Where is he?
He's
he
down
disappeared.
there.
He was there for a little while. Must have got another hamburger. Oh, there's Mike. He's got the yardage. They released the down stick.
So, but certainly our prayers go out to Jonathan and his wife, and speedy recovery for her.
Some of the guys that just make it happen every week, right? We take for granted how many people have to be involved with this operation, from the concessions to the sidelines to the press box and all around. And another penalty on the play.
That was unsportsmanlike against us.
Yeah, it's back and forth tonight. They've seen a chippy game.
And they promptly pulled him off the field, too, and replaced him right there.
Well, that took it down to about the 12.
That's
third down, 15 yards to get them, 3rd down and 8.
Uncalled for.
It is.
Williams to throw. Nobody open. Still looking. Throws to the end zone too high.
He wanted Grant. Oh, he wanted Grant coming across, and we jammed him.
Foster was the intended receiver. Yeah, it was Caleb Foster in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 4th down. 4th and 8 from the 12. Tigers played pretty well of late, trying to get another stop defensively. Defense has made it happen tonight. A little bend but don't break style, but they've been able to make some stops. Here's 4th down. Comes a big pressure throw over the middle, and just a little underthrown intended for Perry. Incomplete. So another stop by the Tigers D.
Yeah, we had good coverage right there, and so
The first down 10 for the Tigers.
held them out the end zone.
Got a Trinity score, 33-7 over St. James.
Ooh, boy, Trinity is walking a dog on them tonight.
And that could be final. They didn't give me if they were not, but it's on its way to being a win for Trinity for sure, if not. Ben Taylor with our final West Cotton score of the night. They end it with a huge win over DC Wolf, 21-6. No, it's 35-6 final. Thank you, Ben. They just
All
gave
right.
us the final update, and that is a final.
I think I took West Cotton on our pick'em this
Been
week.
pulling for them all year. They've really played well, haven't they? Brian Thornton is their all-purpose kicker, place kicker, punter,
Official
quarterback.
mascot.
He's Bugs Bunny. You know, Bugs Bunny throws the ball to himself. That's Brian. He's the West Cotton punter, kicker, place kicker, quarterback, running back, defensive back. All right, enough already. Penalty against Tallassee at the line of scrimmage, 5 yards. First down and 15 now from our own 6. Let's see if we just line up and run at them and churn the clock down. Jalen Daniels found something out of nothing as he keeps his feet moving out across the 15. Picked up about 11, and it'll be 2nd and 4. Remember, it was 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Yeah, right here, I wouldn't do anything fancy. I would just kind of rotate my running backs right here between Marciano, Xavion, and Jalen, and that's what I would do. Do we have the wishbone package in like Central Clayla had last week?
Well, this is kind of our form of it. The Notre Dame box, end around, handoff, goes to the wing back. It is Xavion Carr out across the 20. It's close to the first down. It will be 3rd and short.
Right at the sticks. Right at it. About a half a yard, maybe a yard.
3rd down, 1.
Let's thank Philip Beckham and Courtney Thornton from Tiger Nation for helping us out with their work today. And let you know, too, that they're doing what is going to be an interesting video. They've taken a lot of footage today from all of the happenings of homecoming, and they'll have it on their Tiger Nation page. You want to check that out. Should be available here in the next few days for you to watch. Here's Xavion going to pick up the first down and then some. Look at him go down the left sideline. And I don't think anybody's going to catch him. They will not. Xavion Carr goes 79 yards for a touchdown. The flag was behind the play, way back at the 37. Personal foul penalty on a touchdown run of 79 yards. That's going to just drive Coach Battles and company nuts.
If I was Xavion Carr, it'd drive me nuts.
Oh, I mean, you just made an unbelievable run, and now it comes back. Now, I'm not sure what kind of – it was a personal foul during the play.
It was.
So, I'm not sure exactly what we did. I might have to go back and watch the video again.
Yeah, I was so busy watching Xavion run because it was such a pretty run, and then Jalen made a huge block down here about I guess around the 45 or so to kind of finish springing him for his long run.
How many personal foul penalties have these two teams had tonight between them? I've lost count.
I'd have to pull off my shoes to count them all. I don't have enough fingers.
What?
Golly. We still wound up with the first down.
First down, 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, but it did back it up all the way to the 23. Too bad. This was an unbelievable run by Xavion. Here's Jalen running right, coming back left. Now finding some room to run out across the 25, the 30. 35, 40, puts his head down and goes out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Number 3.
That's one of those runs, Michael. I don't know if Jalen got the worst end of that or if their cornerback got the worst end of that deal.
I think Jalen might have laid the wood to him and gave the punishment that time. 28-7 final. Carver has beaten Greenville. Been a tough year for Greenville. They used to be pretty good a couple years ago. They've kind of slipped here of late. You know, it's not always as good as you want it to be. Oh, we got a coach and in the white hat, and they are really going at it. The two of them. Boy, they're really getting into it. You rarely see that. The head coach and the white hat, you get a sideline warning. Usually the white hat or any official is going to take it. He was giving it back to him.
First down, 10 for the Tigers.
Frustrated Sheldon Ward on that sideline, the head coach of Bullitt County.
Well, that's an older white hat right there, and he's earned his stripes over the years. He's not going to take a whole lot off of a coach, I can tell you that.
Here's Ellis on a running play right side. Keeps his feet moving, gets to the 50-yard line, picked up about 7.
Good tackle by Bryant Grant for Bullitt County right there. He's just all-around good athlete. You know, you said a while ago number 3 shouldn't get to go back in the ball game, that he should have been ejected. He's walking back off the field now. They let him go back in after throwing
And
a
he
punch.
got hurt on the plays. He's holding his hand as he comes off the field. He's out, and they got to get an 11th guy on the field.
I thought when you threw a punch, you couldn't go back in.
Well, the official didn't record it that way.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, then. Such as it is.
Uh-oh, pressure coming, and nowhere to go for Ellis, but right down to the turf as Grant came on the backside. As soon as Tyler noticed it, there was nothing to do. A sack back to the Tigers' 43-yard line.
It almost looked like they were setting up a screen pass right there, like an underneath screen.
Yeah,
and
you usually let them come through, but not that quick.
Maybe not quite that fast.
Reeltown wins tonight over Hopeful. Shut them out, 22-0.
Good job, Reeltown. Congratulations to Matt Johnson and the Reeltown Tigers.
Good for them, yeah. Pass complete. Nice catch by, that's Battles, Thomas Battles. Battles catches it at the 44 of Bullock County. Good throw and catch, and that's a first down.
That was I know it wasn't a touchdown catch, but that was a little bit of redemption right there for Thomas Battles on that catch. Because, I mean, that wasn't an easy catch. That was a slide and diving catch out of bounds right there.
Under 6 minutes now remaining in the game. 35-12, Tallassee. Ellis in the shotgun. We'll keep it. Run up the middle. Find some room. First down run inside the 30. Down the left sideline, out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. A big run by Tyler Ellis.
Yeah, number 24, Kalen Harris for them, a wide receiver, DB. Run Tyler out of bounds. He was the last man in their line of defense. If he don't run Tyler out of bounds, Tyler scores right there. Our offensive line right here, Michael, basically is just taking over the ball game. And they're imposing their will against Bullock County's defensive line.
Bullock County wants to use a timeout, so we'll take it with them. 5:07 left in the game. Tallassee 35 and Bullock County 12.
So Carver's winning.
Yeah, Carver's a win.
Oh, okay. What about Jemison and Elmore County?
I must have missed that, man.
What about Jemison and Elmore County? Have you given that score?
Nobody sent that one to me. Haven't seen it.
I'm assuming Pike Road beat Booker T. Washington. Right?
I haven't seen that score either. The only scores that I've given are the ones I know. That's it. I don't know anything else.
We've not gotten an update on Prattville and Bob Jones or Stanhope Smith Station. Now I got to move over. Somebody put that ball right my way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Snap on the ground. Ellis has to just pick it up and go straight ahead. Nothing doing there.
Number 10, Ellis.
I'm not sure.
Second down.
I'm not sure if that was considered a snap, really, Michael. He rolled that one back to him. That one never got any air under it.
Tallassee's going to get another win on homecoming. And, you know, they won't record this in the book. It will not be recorded. When you go back and look at the annals of Tallassee football history, this will not count as a W versus Bullock County being a win against Carroll of Ozark.
Can they do like a slash and
Timeout assessed against the Tigers.
put Bullock County in there?
I
beside
wish
them?
they would. You know, we will have completed after tonight 100 seasons of Tallassee football. Isn't that something?
And, you know, and I'm going to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of the 100th season of Tallassee football.
It's been fun, I guess, for us. You know, we've been a big part of it. The radio station started carrying the games in 1954, so it's our 66th year.
Yep.
But Tallassee started playing football back in 1921, and it was really a lot of fun for me during the summer months when we didn't have any sports, I was writing articles for Tallassee Times, and it was a great time to get into the history of 100 years of football, basically. And I was able to go back to the very beginnings and find as much as I can. And I'll continue to do that some as we get ready for, 2021 next year, 100 years later. Looking forward to it. I know it's tough that we can't be in the postseason again this year, but we'll keep our heads up and hope for the best next year. Maybe we'll get back on that side of things and have a regular year next year. Let's hope we get back to normal.
I hope so. This has been a strange year, to say the least.
Ellis wants to throw. Pressure coming. He will run. Made a nice move. Got inside the 15 to the 13. He's pretty shifty back there.
I think he was looking for Thomas Battles again in the end zone, and Thomas was just covered. So Tyler did the best thing that he could and tucked it and picked up as many yards as he could.
It's third down. 4 minutes left in the football game. Third down at about 3 inside the 15-yard line of Bullock County.
Well, if we don't pick it up here, we're certainly in 4-down territory.
Yeah. Carr goes left. Inside the 10, first down yardage.
And
to the corner, to the pylon. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Xavion Carr got his touchdown after one was erased by penalty. Just came a few plays later on this drive. 41-12, Tallassee.
But Xavion's sitting there saying, Michael, though, I want my 79 back, though.
Yeah, that's right. It took off the average a little bit. But it's still a TD. Good for Xavion.
Yes.
Now, I didn't hear, did y'all mention it earlier? I know this is a game that really don't count. Do any of the stats count in the book? Did you
We're going to
mention
keep up with the stats as if they were played.
Okay.
Because you're our stat keeper.
Oh, I'm keeping up with them. I didn't know if they would count.
We're going to keep up with it.
Number 24.
If this kick is not through the uprights, we will say it was a no contest. We got all those runners back next year. Carr.
Yes, we do.
Smith, Daniels, all juniors, right? High snap. We're just going to have to try to make a play out of it. Goff will throw it to the end zone. It's intercepted, and that foiled that one. It won't count. That's another one that won't count against Clay, though. Clay Johnson's still perfect.
That's going to be a personal foul against us. Jawan,
because of the hit, yeah.
Yeah, that was Jawan. He tattooed him.
They'll assess that on the kick, I'm sure. All right, 3:39 left, 41-12. Tallassee leads it. Tallassee Tigers football continues on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Now in high school, do they get ejected? Because that was certainly head-to-head contact. I mean, so high school you don't get ejected.
Indication, personal foul against the Tigers. The penalty be assessed on the kickoff.
My coat never did get hot tonight. Feel it. I've had it since before the game started. Oh, good gracious. My nose is dripping. Cold weather's got me. Your wife is in the studio laughing. She's done lost it. Or Trey, or one of them's down there.
Maybe.
Great. Was that Troy Marver? Love it.
Kicking for the Tigers, number 24, Johnson.
Yeah. Johnson kicking off. Foster returning, 40, 45 left side. Taken down at the 46.
Number 7, Foster returning.
3:33 left in this football game.
That was tackled by James Bender, number 26, who's a 10th grader, and I'm quite sure they'll rely on him a good bit next year and rely on him to be a big part of filling in some of the gaps for our seniors that are leaving this year.
It's going to start hitting these seniors real hard in a few minutes.
Yes, it is.
Ticking down last few minutes of their high school careers. there's not a lot of them on the team. But,
It's not.
But they definitely, I know, are feeling a little bit. It's kind of an emotional night all around with homecoming and your final game. This usually would be senior night. This year we had senior night early because we didn't know what the
if we'd
season
make it. Right.
would hold.
First down 10 for the Hornets at the 47.
It was certainly good to see Mason Bell here tonight.
Timeout.
Know he would love to be out there with his brothers on the field.
Timeout of the half.
Time on the field. We'll keep it here. 3:33 left in the football game. I'm just going to reel off these seniors since we got a minute
Yeah,
who are
might
on
as
the
well.
roster. KJ Love, Michael Moore, Jacob Dantro, Caleb Baker, Drake Bonner, Jaquez Lackey. Jaquavier, you know, he's the one that had the pick six tonight. Good way to go out. Mason Bell, Brian Johnston, Trace Meek, Hunter Hammock, and Thomas Battles. And I missed Will Smith, didn't I? Yeah. I wish I'd been counting. I can't remember exactly what the breakdown was, but it's
Not
about
many.
a dozen?
Yeah.
Something like that when we came into the season.
Yeah, the senior class this year is extremely small in comparison to the junior class that's coming back. We're a fairly young team. We've got way more 10th and 11th graders.
Yeah,
than
it's
anything.
12 total on the whole team. So.
Right.
And I think I read them all. Thanks for catching the one I missed. Here's a run right side. And some running room across midfield. Out of bounds inside the 40. That was Jarquavia Smith for Bullock County.
Yeah, new runner for them.
They have moved the football tonight a lot. Actually, they may end up with more yards than we did tonight. And that's kind of surprising since you look at the lopsided score. Take it. Appreciate y'all playing us. Yeah.
Now, they've got Mr. Smith listed at 5'8",
Y'all
140.
be careful. Take care.
If he's 5'8", 140,
He looked smaller than that, didn't he?
yeah. I'm not sure that he's 5'8", 140. I'm going to put him at about 5'5", 125.
He's going to run left side this time. He may not be that big, Phillip. He's inside the 35. A penalty flag comes in as he picked up about 8 on first down. I want to say that was nice. Their assistant coach had just left, and they came over and shook our hands.
Did.
And, you know, I told him, we thank you for playing us.
Absolutely.
Because we were pretty much at the end of the road. We didn't have a whole lot of options, and they came to us to give us a homecoming opponent when we didn't have one
We were done.
on game week on Monday. So thanks to Bullock County.
And they were done. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they were finished. They didn't have to play. They were probably getting ready for whatever's next, basketball, wrestling, whichever. And they were nice enough to come play us, and then he came and shakes our hand. So, yeah, thank you.
Very classy.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
appreciate that. And I know there's been some back and forth with our guys on the field. I don't even want to look at how many personal fouls between them. Way too many for both sides, but still some class. And there's another late flag, a push at the end of a play. Obviously going to be another penalty against Bullock County for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Stop maybe number 59.
Oz, I guess you just record them as 15-yarders, but I don't know how many you got down tonight. And, you know, when they get offset, do you put them in?
Yes.
There's one on there.
I have
Do
to.
you have to?
Yeah.
That might be
A bunch.
that might, yeah. These guys, their arms are going to be stronger. You know, that's why some of these officials have big arms, because they have to throw that flag so much.
And I got to give number 59, Ben Carwile, freshman for the Tallassee Tigers, just made that tackle.
Good for Ben.
So-
I know Ben.
That used to be your neighbor, right?
Yep.
So he was out there doing the flexing
Well, the
his
thing
muscles.
about Ben is funny. He would work out in the yard. We'd see him out there. He gets out there and he's working. You know, they didn't have to be practicing. He was out there doing drills, going through the cones, doing all the hard work. And that time, I won't call his name. They did a little bit of a hard count, and 2 of our guys jumped on that one, I think.
Oh, center moved the ball.
Okay, well, that's the reason. They're doing the right thing. They're looking at the football. Center moved it. Nobody else was ready on the Bullock County side. He got a little antsy himself.
And, you know, Ben, like I said, he's a freshman, so he's got a lot of playing days ahead of him. So good to see him out there getting a few snaps tonight.
Yeah, good to see some of these guys get on the field.
Yeah, looks like Russell Phillips is out there, number 12.
And he made the tackle. How about a
Made the
play
tackle.
right there?
Yeah, sure did. Good play
Put
by
me in,
Russell.
Coach. I'm ready to play.
Right, good play.
Today.
Christian McCary, number 45, is out there playing right now. Got a
Nice
few-
play by Phillips.
Yeah. Got a few young guys shifting in and out right here at the end. Good to see that.
Yeah, Phillips playing linebacker. He's he's the one that drew the 15-yard penalty off of his defender a moment ago, the guy on the other side of him, and now he makes the tackle on that play. Good job.
Looks like Colin Griggs is coming into the ball game there. I think that's him. Let me look and see.
That's him.
Yeah, good job.
He's a junior. Going to run this way. There'll be a little bit of room out across the 40 to the 45. Running play that time by one of the players on the roster that does not have a number.
I don't have him either.
Yeah, I don't have him either.
You know, they moved up some guys. Coach Battles told us just as we were thinking about doing some this week, and I don't know if I've seen any of them yet, but we were going to move some of our guys up from middle school as they did. In their middle school, he said he thought they went undefeated just as ours did. So, and there's another unsportsmanlike penalty against us. If there's a big drawback to the fact that we're winning big is how many penalties we've been.
Can we get out of
getting
this
tonight.
next 1 minute and 11 seconds without having another unsportsmanlike
I mean, there's been no less. I bet you there's been no less than 10 by either team.
Oh, yeah, it's been a
It's
ton.
got to be.
And
It's you know it's. I've seen some games like that. I don't know if I've seen as many as this in a game before.
yeah, it's been crazy.
And it's not like the officials are being over the top. I mean, these are obvious, blatant. Running play. It is Grant, right side, another flag.
It's
20,
going to be a hole back here in the back.
15 out of bounds.
Number 1 Grant, the ball carrier. There is a flag on the play.
And we got guys going at it again, more flags. We need to just end this game. Under a minute to go. There was a flag on the play in the backfield, and then there were flags down the field after players got into it, mixing it up again.
I said, can we get out of here without having another one?
You knew you wouldn't.
No.
I mean, not the way it's been going.
No. And that was on both sides, I believe, that go round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Guys, this is awful. These guys are letting number 2 for them all night. Extracurricular activity after play. I know you guys can see it. It's brutal.
Well, I think he's off the field now, isn't he? Didn't they finally take him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see him out there.
Yeah, they will assess the holding penalty, back it up, step it off to the 38. 39.8 left in the game. And what'll be a 4th down over. That was a first down run. It was wiped off because of the holding penalty. And again, those personal foul penalties are unsportsmanlike.
They're offsetting, yeah.
I do want to say thank you to all of our great sponsors. You know, they kind of went in with doubt that we might not get a whole season in. They were all in. We've got so many great supporters of these broadcasts that have been sponsoring these games for many years, and we thank them all. It wouldn't be possible without their support of this station and these games each and every week. I just say call it a night. To be honest with you, 39.8 seconds. I don't have any more plays we can run without issue.
What do you do?
Guess they're going to step it off a little bit more. The holding penalty here. They have to walk that off. To the 48-yard line, still on the Tallassee side. 4th down play. Coming up. And that was, a 4th down play, but he got the first down, so you had to accept the penalty.
If I'm not mistaken, Michael, I think number 54, Slade Clayton's entered into the ball game.
How about that?
Is that the jersey he had on earlier when we saw him come out for the
Got a
middle
couple
school
of new
thing?
guys out there. Running play to the right and out of bounds, and a late tackle out of bounds, and another 15-yard penalty.
Golly, guys, come on.
Carrier number 14.
Yeah, we got some new guys in there. We don't even have their numbers.
Right. And I'm thinking that was Slade because a while ago I remember seeing him and Mason Battles out there with the middle school team, and I think that was the number he had on. Good to see these young kids getting out here, getting some playing time, because they are the future of the program. I mean, next year, some of these guys are going to be leaned on to, fill in some spots for these 12 seniors we got tonight. And so
that'll give Bullitt County the first down after the late hit. We had them stopped. Trying to move the ball down the field. Here's 17.4 seconds to go. We will have our Spectrum Player of the Game, the Community Health and Hospice post-game show coming up, and, of course, the scoreboard show to follow that, presented by City Collision. Carry on till 11 tonight with the scores from all the games around our parts. We're still looking for, so we haven't gotten a lot of scores from certain areas, so we'll see what we can get. You mentioned Elmore County. I usually get reports from the Panthers. They're playing Jemison tonight to wrap up their season, and I haven't seen a score.
That's surprising. Must not be going well.
Running play, it's Perry inside the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. He will score with 6-point line left on the clock. Bullitt County makes it 41-18. It looks a little better at least. Elmore County beat Jemison tonight 21-20. So good for the Panthers. They finish with a W. And I think Travis Baker, who sent that to us, who was at Lewis with us today, said they were going to bookend the season with wins. They did just that. Won
so
the first one and won the last one. 21-20 our final.
Well, I missed that one, Michael.
The old pick'em.
Who did you pick?
I picked Jemison. I lost it too. Final play, 2-point play, will be for 2 points. It worked. It was Grant showing off his skills again. Goes through. They actually ran the clock on that. They're not supposed to, but I think they're going to say ball game, and we'll take it. 41-20, Tallassee wins here on homecoming, beating Bullitt County. We'll come back with a closing word. We'll also speak with Coach Mike Battles after this break here on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Holy cow. You ready for this? I got to go, so I'm going to give it to you right quick if it's all right. Because I got to go to work.
Go ahead.
They've got 6 seconds on the clock, and I think they're about to make them run this because they just
18 penalties for us, 18 for them, 13 for us.
I know they ain't going to make them run.
115 yards and 110 yards.
225 yards and penalties, 31 penalties between the two. Okay.
Just wind the clock, White Hat.
We got to run another play.
They're not going to do it.
Not going to end it on a penalty.
Well,
there wasn't a penalty.
What happened is he ran the clock on the conversion he wasn't supposed to.
Oh, I got you.
But nobody was complaining about it.
I don't know what they're doing. They just should wind the clock and get those 6 seconds off of it and let's be done.
Yeah. I would say the game is over, but there's discussion on whether it should have ended, and it shouldn't have, but does it really matter? Bullitt County had already left the field, and their head coach is saying, hey, 6 seconds on the clock, you shouldn't have run the clock on the 2-point conversion play. So he's trying to get his guys back out here. They'd have to kick it again. 41-20 is the score, and they put 6 seconds back on the clock, so we may actually have to kick it. Just to officially end it, I don't think it really matters. This isn't even a real contest, is it?
No, they just wound it.
Coach Battle said wind the clock, and they finally did, and the white hat takes his crew and they leave. Now, one thing I will say before we get to Coach Battles and some final words here is Oz just told us between the two teams there were 25 penalties. Is that right?
No, 18 and 13.
Oh, 31 penalties for 225 yards. Is that right? Because we had 110 and they had 115 yards. We had 13 penalties. They had 18 penalties.
A lot.
Most of them were 15-yard variety penalties.
Crazy.
A lot. But all in all, it's a win on homecoming, 41-20. Tallassee, a tough year overall. We will finish with 31 penalties. We'll finish with a 3-7 record. We got a win before we even started tonight by forfeit over Carroll, but 2 losses by forfeit this year, and shut out in the postseason this year again. But
you want me to give some quick stats?
you can, since you got a minute, yeah.
Total offense, Bullitt County 386, Tallassee 314. Hard to believe by the score. Passing, Bullitt County 176, Tallassee 23. Rushing, Bullitt County 210, Tallassee 291. Or receiving, Bullitt County 176, Tallassee 23. And, of course, like you said, the penalties. Bullitt County 18 penalties or 115 yards. Tallassee 13 penalties for 110 yards.
What was the total yardage for both?
Total yardage for Bullitt County 386 and for Tallassee 314.
Yeah, kind of funny that we actually were out yardage, but we do win the game. Had a pick 6 in the game. Had some bend but don't break on the defensive side. Took advantage of our opportunities and win the game. Let's go down to Brad Davis with head football coach Mike Battles.
Coach, it was a ball game that I know it's been a couple of weeks of trying to figure out who this opponent was going to be. I know you guys worked really hard to make sure these seniors had a night to go out on, and it on the ball field turned out to be exactly what we wanted it to be tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad we got to play. Got the seniors one more. I'm a little emotional.
Got a son playing tonight, senior graduate.
I'm going to have to talk to you in a minute.
Okay. Coach is he's going to talk to a few of those seniors. He said he'll come back. As we've talked about during the game, he has a senior that's graduating tonight. So
well, there's a shot right there.
Yeah, and he said he'll come back.
He's hugging his son.
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
son's just played his last game, and you just feel it for him because he's going back to when he played his last game for his dad, who's here tonight, when he was a coach. And I can see where he's coming from there. I certainly feel it with him.
Oh,
so.
I know it, man.
Absolutely.
Brad's had a daughter to graduate, and my daughter's graduating this year. Man, it's tough because I'm sitting here thinking, okay, my daughter don't get to twirl anymore. I don't get to see her on the field anymore. And that's a tough deal. I know it is.
Yep. Well, hey, look, if you're going to go out 41-20, it's not a bad way to go out on a senior night.
Yeah.
So it's our seniors' last football game. So it's a great night for these guys, and we go on to bigger and better things next season. Get to work in the weight room, and they'll be back.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
They will, no doubt. 41-20 Tallassee victory tonight. Mason, you make as much racket as your dad does with the headset there. Yeah, just don't knock it off as you walk out. Thank you very much. We come to the part of the Spectrum Player of the Game. Oh boy, it's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. I'm gonna throw one at you. I put the guy on the spot, and he went the entire season without missing a kick, and I don't think it's ever been done. Clay Johnson.
I agree with you.
He came in 18 for 18 on PATs, 1 for 1 on field goals. He didn't get a chance on the 6th when we had to take off and run with it on a snap that didn't go our way. So he goes 5 for 5 tonight. He finished this season 23 of 23 on extra point try. And I really don't, we called a lot of games we talked about all these years. I don't think that's ever happened, so we'll give him the credit. Of course, I want to give credit to his holder, Goff, because he's the one that has to put it on the tee.
Yep.
And the snapper, Battles, who was there for most of the year there. Good job by him, and good job by the Tigers. Clay Johnson, your Spectrum Player of the Game. We looked at the stats. So one thing that makes me feel good about next year is – what I see with the youth that are coming back. It's tough for these seniors, and, they played their final game. We know that. We talked about the 12 seniors on this team. But as we look ahead, I'm optimistic about next season because some of these guys, most of our playmakers get to come back next year, and I'm excited about their opportunity to see what they can do.
Yeah, a lot of our playmakers, a lot of our line, offensive and defensive line, all of them are going to be, for the biggest part, are going to be back next year. And so, certainly we're going to miss the seniors, like Will Smith, Mason Bell, and some of those that have been anchors on that defense basically since they were freshmen and played a lot of snaps. And so, our hats off to them and good luck to them in the future. All the seniors, not just them two, but all the seniors. I know they've got bright days ahead of them and big things ahead of them. And good luck to all the seniors, all the band seniors. This was their last night. All the cheerleaders, dance team. Everybody that had a senior. And so we gotta wish them well for the rest of their life because this is their last time of being on the field here at J.E. Hot O'Brien Stadium.
He definitely takes after you.
Thank you.
What is it? Was he so intrigued with that headset that he has to pick it up over and over again?
But it's hurting my ears. I wish he'd quit.
All right. Well, I guess it's a wrap. It's been a good year, folks, at least to get to play football. We didn't know we were going to have this opportunity. We hope we can go through the rest of the sports year and let these guys and gals that are invested in as student athletes get their opportunities as well. I know all of them didn't get to finish last year. Let's hope that works for them. We got a lot more coming your way here on WTLS. We'll be working with the basketball team some, obviously carrying some of those games here on WTLS and Tallassee Times TV. And in baseball season won't be much further out. And, we did some stuff with the wrestling program in the past. We'll plan on doing that again. We'll keep our finger on the pulse of Tallassee sports for you as we move forward here, hopefully out of 2020 real soon, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. For the crew here, for Stephen Osborne, Brad Davis, for Jacoby Cole, who couldn't be with us tonight, for Philip Beckham and Courtney Thornton from Tiger Nation, for Leanne Butler in our studio. Did I say your name, Philip?
I don't know.
Philip Nelson, Michael Butler. We appreciate you listening. Of course, and watching. Stick around. The School Board guys coming up next to wrap it up one last time. Thanks to our sponsors again. Appreciate you being a part of our broadcast each and every Friday night. Once again, your final score, Tallassee 41, Bullitt County 20.
Mason, you can't pick those up.
You throw that in that garbage, please, sir. Thank you.